I'm live. Here we go. Here we are. Present or invite. Yeah, I don't know what that is. My StreamYard is changing. Slides, extra camera, video file, image file, share screen, invite guests. No idea what that is about, but not going to worry about it. Hey, Frenchie, I saw you over at Gear Changers. I'm not trying to pull you away, but thank you for stopping in. I got to bring my stream up now. E is God's son. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good, E. That I do. Let me see. Where is my own stream? Here it is. Got it. Daniel Berry. What's up, Daniel? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, E. Appreciate that. I guess we'll see. Don't need that. I gotta close some tabs. I got too many tabs open. Hey, Pinky, what's up? Good to see you, Pinky. Thank you for coming. He's still me. I'm gonna be clean shaven until Thanksgiving. I stopped shaving at Thanksgiving, Frenchie, and then when I do my spring shave, I stay clean shaven until the following Thanksgiving. So that's basically my, my schedule. So I will be clean shaven. Thank you. I'm gonna go back and look at Gear Changer a bit. I like Gear Changer. That guy's funny as shit. Let me get his link and bring it over. I'll bring his link over in case anybody wants to have a look at him. Hey, bud, what's up? Welcome aboard. If anybody wants to come on the panel, just ask me for the link. I'm just going to do this first. Gear Changer is live. There we go. In case anybody wants to go have a look at Gear Changer. Hello, Marketplace. I saw Pinky was over there. I saw... Oh, yeah, Bud. Come on. That's why, I know I went in there tonight. I very seldom go in there. I wanted to talk to Jonathan for 1 minute. I wanted to just tell him one thing. And, of course, everyone wants to give their opinion then, which is fine. I don't mind saying hello to everybody. It's really fine. Marketplace. But I'm not going to stay longer than that. But I'm going to say my hellos, right? And then I'm just going to go. I'm done. Yeah, I'm not going to stay there. I said hello to you, bud. But like I said, I wanted to give Jonathan a piece of information. High five, Dutchman. And Bud, let me say what else. I wanted to do it publicly so that everyone would see it because everyone knows that guy I was talking about. And so that's what my goal was. Jonathan, I think, left, and everyone else. Everyone has a right to chime in. It's a public chat. Everyone can say what they want, But then by the time I left, I'd called out 20 people by name, said hello. I really didn't intend to do that. That wasn't my intention, but it happens. Like I said, I don't mind. It's fine. And once again, another thing I'm never going to do is sit there and people have different points of view than mine. I don't care. I'm not going to argue with them. And here's Larry L. What's up, Larry? Yeah, you know what, bud? You can't let that bother you. That happens all the time. People say shit. I don't care what people say about me. To worry about it just validates it. Why would I worry about crap when people talk a bunch of crap? Why would I worry? My opinion, bud. That's my policy. One thing I'm not going to do is think that anything I say, when people attack me, attack my friends, I'm not going to make the mistake of thinking that anything I say is going to make any difference, because it's not. It's not going to make any difference. Nothing you say, nothing I say, nothing anybody says. If people can push your buttons, then they own you, right? If my behavior changes because of the way other people treat me, then those other people own me, right? That's all. Just not going to do it. You'll get yelled at. Yeah, well, yeah, getting yelled at, not the worst thing. But it's okay. Once again, like I said, I went into Vegas. I wanted to say something to Jonathan about our mutual friend, Pastor of Muppets, who emailed me today. And it was, I guess, good news. And I wanted to do it in Vegas so that everyone else who knows him, because he chatted in there, will see it and get the news. That was my only purpose in being there, and I said my hellos and my goodbyes, and I left. I'm not there to take up any causes, not my own, not my friends, not my enemies. I'm not there to take up anybody's causes. And I use that word loosely. I don't know that I have enemies. I mean, I really don't care. If you don't care, it can't be an enemy, right? Hello, Charles. Thank you for coming. Right? Enemies mean take two participants to be enemies, right? If there's only one participant and the other person doesn't give a flying fuck, then there's not, then there's no enemies. I don't care if people like me or not, but I just don't care. Enough. I'm done with all that. Hello, Mary Bernie. If anyone wants to come on the panel, please ask me for the link, and I'll post it in the chat. Hello, Gemini. I better have a look at your account, Gemini. I've seen you over the last few days. You've been in chat for a year and a half, at least. About a year and a half. You have 82 subscribers and not much content. From Matthew and Paul. Okay. I'm going to make you a standard mod, Gemini, like everybody else in my chat. The reason I do that is so you can sub to them. I don't expect you to discipline anybody, and I do expect you to follow my chat guidelines, which if you look on the bottom, click on more under see what my guidelines are, right? We want to keep the chat pleasant. We're not going to fight. We're not going to have drama. We're not going to bring drama in from other places. We're not going to discuss politics and religion. The usual stuff. Yeah, it's okay, but I've seen Gemini around. I've seen them around. So just so you follow my guidelines. Otherwise, you'll get timed out. I probably won't boot you. Very few people have actually booted from my chat and they can't come, but there are a couple. Hey, Herman, nice post. Herman Munster posted a new video today. It was pretty cool. I love boats and I love marinas and I love looking at boats. But people do get timed out, Gemini, so that's just what it is. I don't hold anything personally. I don't take anything personally or hold any grudges or just not that worried about it. You know what I mean? And if anybody would like to come up on the panel, please ask in the chat and I'll post the link. Oh, Gear Changer. What's going on with Gear Changer? Oh, there he is. He was spinning out for a minute. Marketplace Boutique, thank you for coming. I went by Trucker's live stream, I think about a week and a half ago. I don't remember when. Backyard trucker, yeah. That's the idea, Gemini. That's why you get the rent, so you can so you can sub to people. That's what it's about. Now I go into some communities and I sub up, and they tell me, "Look, we don't use the word subbed anymore. We're using the word connected," which is fine. If you want to say connected instead of sub, that's fine. I don't see any reason to change a language we're all comfortable with, though. I just don't. Maybe there's a good reason, and I don't realize it. I don't know. Our friend Joe G is live. Some of you know Joe G. Hey, Leo, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I know Marketplace. I know you and Backyard Truck are good friends. Let me get Joe G's link and bring it over here. It's all about supporting other speakers. That's what it is. Some of you know Joe G. He's live right now. And yeah, it's all about supporting other streamers. Sub up. Hey, Marilyn M., how are you? Thank you for coming. Charles Viner, good to see you. There you go. Doing great, Gemini. And you're posting links. Good, Mary. Thank you for doing that. Please feel free to post your own links. Here's a raging seaman. I wonder who that is. Let's have a look at his channel. Looks like somebody I used to work with, quite honestly. Ooh, nice new account, March 3rd of this year. 21 days old, 3 weeks old, this guy's account. Raging Seaman. Crying too much. I never saw an account named Crying Too Much either, so. So we'll go ahead and grab you up there, Raging Seaman. I assume you've been in YouTube more than 3 weeks. I'll take that for granted. I hope you use your wrench to sub to other people. And if you don't follow my guidelines, I'll throw you out. That's all. That's pretty straightforward. Post his link, Larry. Where's post his link, Larry? Go ahead. Is he up? I didn't see a notice, but I was there yesterday. He was live. I was there yesterday. Larry, you know how to post links, so go ahead and you're gonna mention and post his link. I remember when Roy first came on my panel, he didn't come out from behind his avatar. We saw his hands, if I remember correctly. But it wasn't long before he started coming out and showing himself. Mr. Kittles. Are you Raging Seaman? Mr. Kittleson? Is that you? You got thrown out of a Waffle House. I understand it takes a lot to get thrown out of a Waffle House. I'm not sure. Oh, Relentless invited you. Oh, that's just fantastic. From East London. You're an East Ender, are you? Okay. That's all good. Like I said, we keep the chat pleasant. We don't fight in the chat with each other. We don't say negative things about people who aren't here, or even if they're here. You don't come in here and say negative things about other people. You don't do that. That's my rule. We also not going to discuss politics and religion to any kind of depth or detail, because that only starts fights. That's all it does. So mainly we try and keep the chat pleasant, though. That's the main thing. No, kiddos. I'm not going to threaten. You know my rules, right? Peace and love to everyone. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Although, I did have to tell someone, I think last night, a friend of mine, he's got me blocked in chat, but that don't mean that we're not friends. I still consider him a friend. That, if he can't come into my chat room without throwing insults at people, then he should maybe not come here. And so he said, fine, he won't come. Okay, that's fine. Kittles wants to break all the rules. Kittles, I'd hate to have to ban you for 24 hours, but throw you out for 24 hours. So please, I hope you don't do that. You know where to go to do that, Mr. K. You know where to go. You don't have to do that here. Thank you, Larry. Kittles, you can cuss anybody out you want, but if you do it here, I'm going to throw you out. So I suggest you go places where it's acceptable behavior and do it there. It'll just be better. You don't want to put a strain on our friendship, right? Not that it would. I mean, I wouldn't care, but I'm afraid you'd get mad when I throw you out. That's my concern. There you go, calling people by name again. Come on, kiddos. Okay, well, go see our friend Jarl then. That'll be fine. I'm not gonna sweat none of that. How long has Jarl's been up, kiddos? Let me go find his chat and have a look. He must have been up a while because I'm already down at 2 hours, and I don't see him yet. I might have to type him in to find him, right? Oh, there he is. 3 hours. He's been up for 3 hours. You'll be back. You're being feisty tonight. Okay. That's fine. I'm looking for you at Jarl's now. Larry L. If I believed you, I'd say congratulations, but I don't believe you. So, just for what it's worth. Backyard Trucker, thank you for coming. Good to see you. You're bored, are you? I don't know what I run a boring chat. Backyard Trucker, people come up on my panel and fall asleep. I'm not joking. That's happened before because we're so fucking boring around here. But it is what it is. Oh, not me. I know. I know you weren't referring to me. I understand that, but that's the truth. I have it on very good authority that my live stream sucks. So I figure I must be doing something right if they're talking about it. You know what I mean? Thank you, Leo. You've been told the same thing. Yeah. So yeah, take that as a compliment. I mean, if you don't want to have all drama and all kind of nonsense going on, then have a boring stream instead. It's more better. Yes, we are, Dutchman. Absolutely the case. Okay, I see you over there, kiddos. I see you over in Charles now. I've still got too many tabs open. I've got to throw some of these tabs away. Here's one I don't need. This chat is going to be your excitement for the day. Thank you, Marketplace Boutique. Oh, where's Kittles? He's gone. I was going to say his friend was over at White Tupac, who is also live right now. Let me get his stream, his link, and bring it over. I think that worked. But I'm going to get rid of the link because I got too many. I get rid of this tabs. I got too many tabs open. And I can't be everywhere, so he's got to go. Samuel Moose. What's up, Samuel Moose? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, Leo, I guess so. I don't know. Sometimes the number gets big, sometimes it's small. I'm not too worried. I'm very accommodating. Frenchie, I guess to a point that's okay, but it can also be a fault. You can also be over accommodating and it all backfires on you and doesn't goes to shit. But I try. If you all don't know White Tupac, you go check him out on that link I just posted. He's got a panel going. I sometimes sit with him for a while, like I sometimes sit with a lot of people. Up on the panel, go up and sit around and chat. Oh, and there he is. Kittles is over there. Charles giving someone shit. Perfect. Hello, Weldon, Carrie, Larry. I don't know where Siberian Gal Pal is. She'll see. I assume if she's home, she'll see that I'm live and she'll come if she wants to. Right. So, otherwise, I just don't know. I did speak to her earlier in the day in chat. So I don't know. I don't tell anybody I'm going to go live. I don't even realize I'm going until like I make a decision to go live and I go live, and that's what it is. It's not like I set it up, send out notices, anything like that. So oh, look at that. Okay. Hmm? What was that all about? There we go. Yes, Larry, I agree. Gal Pal is cool. Hello, Brian. Absolutely, she's one of the coolest chatters and one of my best friends in chat. So I agree with you 100%. Sad and JoJo are live. I can post that link too. Look, here they are. As live as can be. I'll put Sad and JoJo in here. Those of you who don't know Sad and JoJo, you might want to go say hello. Amy. Hello, Amy. Good to see you. Long time no see. Thank you for coming. They won't have a panel, Sad and JoJo, but they do have the live stream. Did I post Jarl's link? I should put Jarl's link also. I don't know if I did already, but I don't remember doing it. So let's do that. There's that one. Brian Parento. I hope you had a good day. I know you went to the mainland today. I hope everything went well. Pinky. Did Pinky come in? If she did, I missed her. Thank you for coming in, Pinky. I see you there now. Okay, Larry, but she doesn't always come, and so you can wait all you want. I'm not promising you anything, right? So we'll have a quick look through. Your day at the mainland was good. Cool, Brian. I'm glad you had a good day on the mainland. I don't know, what do you get? You get cabin fever on the island, right? You live on an island. You get cabin fever? Huh, what's going on over here? Okay. Send her smoke. Hey, off-grid Terps, what's up, buddy? I did get a haircut, Amy. Yes, I got a lot of haircut. I absolutely did, and I got my beard shaved. I got shaved up. The straight razor shave. I pamper myself once a year in the spring to a straight razor shave because I like it. You know what I mean? Okay. Who else can I plug here? I don't know who else is live. Joe, Gear Changer, Jarl, Sad. If Roy was live, I'd put his link up, but I don't think he is. If he is live, he must have gone live more than 3 hours ago. I didn't see him. Sure, Pinky, you want the link? Listen, I encourage you to be boring, Pinky. You know that, right? That's exactly what I'm looking for in my panel guests. It's Adrian here. Hello, Adrian. Good to see you, buddy. Anybody, you care to catch that link? I think Pinky's going to come up. There she is. Hello, Pinky.
That's what I look for in a panel guest too, is someone who's like really boring.
Yeah. I don't want someone who's gonna come up here and start. We got Backyard Trucker. Hey man, what's up? Long time no see.
Hello.
There you go.
Hi.
Pinky, Backyard Trucker, he does a live stream while he drives his big rig around.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
Very cool. And he collects looks like little tractors.
Yeah, I'm just trying this out.
Is that a background or is that your house we're looking at?
I think that's really his house, right? Because the light over his head is like coming down.
Hey, Tricky. What's up, buddy? We have Tricky Bricky in the house.
Is this working okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works fine. Listen, we can hear you. We can see you. I think everything's good.
Hi, Jody.
Yep. And of course, Marketplace Boutique is here. I appreciate you guys coming over. I do come by sometimes. I don't always talk when I'm there, but I do sometimes talk, Backyard Trucker.
Boy, Dougie, you got your finger on the pulse of the YouTube.
I keep hearing an echo though.
We don't hear the Pinky. Do you hear an echo?
No, I don't hear an echo.
Okay, I have a suggestion for you, Backyard Trucker. If you have the tab to my stream in YouTube, you got to go and you got to mute it. Hit the little speaker button and mute it. That's probably what you hear. Probably, or it doesn't have to be my place. It could be any place in YouTube that you have a tab open. You got to make sure they're all muted.
Oh, whoops.
But he'll come back.
Okay.
I hope he'll come back. Tricky, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Pinky, I go around a lot of different places in YouTube. Like a lot, Yeah. I've known Backyard Trucker and Marketplace Boutique probably over a year now, maybe more.
It's like you know everybody. I mean,
I don't know everybody. No, but I do know a lot of people.
Yeah. I've been like trying to find new channels because obviously the ones that I had been frequenting are no longer happy, welcoming places. So I get tangled up in these, stupid reindeer games, with people that don't like me and I don't like either. So I've been like branching out, looking for different places to hang out, and actually in real life too. Like I'm gonna join a bowling league. How about that?
You said that. I think a bowling league would be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I sent an email today to see like what spots they have open.
Bowling is something you could go by yourself, or if you have a buddy that bowls, the two of you go, and sometimes it might be more fun. Homestead Made Easy. What's up, buddy? But you're really talking about going by yourself, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go and meet fellow Sacramentans. Hopefully, I know there's like a retirement league. I might be a little too young for them. I'm not really sure what the options are, but I'm sure they'll let me know. Yeah.
Backyard Trucker, you were doing fine. Listen, this is what you do. You're in YouTube now, right? What you do is you mute the YouTube channel so you can't hear us talking. You mute it. Literally hit the little speaker thing, right? You mute it, and then you click on the link and you come up, and then you won't hear the echo. Desert Duster, what's up? Good to see you, Desert Duster. Axidal. Let me just welcome Axidals into my chat. Thank you, Ax, for coming. I greatly appreciate it. I think everybody who's not subbed to Axidal should sub to her. Check her out. Pinky, that goes for you too. Go out and check out her live stream.
Oh, what's her live stream about?
It's just horsing around. She'll sing a little karaoke. They'll play games sometimes. They do scratch-off nights with tickets, stuff like that. She is in, I think, Hong Kong or the Philippines. She's one or the other. I'm not sure where she is at the moment.
I have subbed her.
Okay.
Wow, she's got 18.8K subscribers.
I'm telling you, it's good. If you want to meet new people, you got to go abroad. You got to go places you haven't been. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
Axodol has a very fun chat. The people are very supportive. They don't all speak English. A lot of them are speaking Filipino over there. You know what? You can't let it bother you. They all do speak English. Maybe not all, but many of them do speak English too. So.
Yeah, so I had a weird last 24 hours. Yesterday afternoon, I ate some gummies and passed out early, woke up at midnight, and then someone texted me and says, come join my live stream. It's my birthday. And so I did for a couple hours, and much merriment was had, and I got a marriage proposal.
Is this better?
You had a marriage proposal in the last 24 hours?
Yeah.
Did you turn it down?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I did turn it
You hear that, backyard trucker?
Is this better
She's been
now or
proposed.
no?
She's been proposed to. Mr. Ray Davis, doing buddy?
Hey, Ray.
Hey, how you doing? Hi, Pinky.
Hey.
Amy,
Yeah, that's ain't
Ray, do you know backyard trucker?
No, I haven't met him.
Oh, he's gone again.
Just missed him.
Yeah, I know he's having issues. I think figuring the panel thing out. Please feel free to come up as many times as you want, backyard trucker. No worries. Ray, how you been?
All right. Got a couple of weeks off. I'm doing all right.
I went and looked at something you posted the other day. You posted something in YouTube, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, a week ago or something.
Yeah, like
that.
a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just get that chat up here. All right, I'm with you now.
Okay, Desert Duster, are you there?
I hope you don't mind me popping on.
No, you're more than welcome.
Hey, Pinky, how you been?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I missed you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Well, I can't see you. You're
There you
there.
go.
You go.
There you go, everyone.
He's got to
There
take
you
that
go.
piece of duct tape off his camera. That's all.
I got that little flip there.
Yeah, I got one too. On this other device though, not on this one. Jamie O, good to see you. Ray, this is my friend Desert Duster.
Hey,
Hey.
Desert.
Nice to meet you, Ray.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, everybody is a mod, Larry. That's how Dougie does it, huh? You mod
What's that?
everybody so that you know that
Yeah,
they're real.
there may
It's
be
like,
one or two people. I modded Yumi, and then Yumi asked me to take the wrench back. I didn't want to do it, but I did. Hiking with Jackie Boy. What's up? What's up, Jackie Boy? I prefer everyone to be modded. It's easier. And that way, I hope that everyone will sub to anyone who they want to sub to, support other content creators, stuff like that.
yeah.
Kittles came back.
Kittles. Haven't seen you in a while, man.
Raising Cain with Kittles. Kittles was in here before. I think he went to Charles. I saw him over there.
Excuse me a second.
There he is. He's there saying, telling Charles, he says, I'll be back. He sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Old Arnold there. I'll be back.
Hello, Jerry. Hello, Larry.
Okay. Jerry Lynn. How you doing, Jerry Lynn? Raising Cain with Kittles. That'd be a good name for a stream. Are you going to raise Cain in your live stream? Kittles loves his vittles.
Hmm.
There you go. That rhymes.
I got
Thank you for
some
posting
right
raising,
now.
Dutchman. Okay, Kittles, that's fine. No worries. You want to raise hell? Go over to that chat in Nevada. They'll raise hell with you. They'll raise hell with you over there.
I've never chatted in there. I've only lurked just to
Peeked
see
in?
what's in there. Yeah, peeked in there.
Ray, I got an email from Pastor Muppets today. He's been out of chat now for about 2 months.
Wow.
He's had some health issues, and the email today said he was back home. about all it said.
So hopefully
But
he's
the
on the
last time
mend.
I got an email from him, he wasn't at home. He was like in a hospital or something.
Oh my. Yeah, I hope he's on the mend. Have you heard
Cool, kiddo.
from
See you later. Sorry.
Have you heard from Blue Song lately?
I see Donald. Yes, Donald's around. He had a different look the other day. He was wearing his hat. He looked a little different, but it was good. Yes, Larry, Muppets I'm talking about. Yeah, and I heard from Chewy. Chewy is got chemo and she's not going to be in chat at least for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Donald, you're talking about Donald up there in Scotland, right?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, I haven't seen him in ages.
I see him. I see him in places. He doesn't talk into chat rooms much. He goes to people's live streams.
Does he? Yeah. It's been months I haven't seen him.
Ray, I'm not sure why he doesn't come here more, but it's not like I'm gonna go and ask him. But I assume he must get the notices or something, right?
Well, let's see. It's 6 hours, right? So maybe he's finally getting the right amount.
Right now, they're only 4 hours. I don't know. When do they change their clocks over there, Pinky? This weekend? Last weekend?
This weekend coming
This
up.
weekend?
Oh, the weekend coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
So
England is
today
only
4
Scotland's only 4 hours in front of us at the moment.
until they change it. Okay.
They'll change
Maybe-
back to 5 hours, I guess, on the weekend.
Maybe he's getting good sleep now.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's weird counting forward only 7. I have a lot of British friends and I'll write them and I try to be cognizant of what time it is, if she's cooking or if she's working or whatever. And it's weird because I always count 8 and it's only 7 right now. So
You're in California.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm way out here.
About 6 hours away from me.
Hello, Patrick.
Where are you, Desidusa?
I'm in LA County. I'm up in the Mojave Desert.
Oh, okay. I'm in Florida.
I
Mojave
used to live in
Desert.
Florida. I lived in Daytona for 22 years. Actually, Holly Hill.
Yeah, I'm directly on the opposite coast in Clearwater.
Yeah, I love that drive out through Mojave out to Death Valley. That's one of my favorite places on earth out there. I love the desert.
That's nice out there.
Yeah.
It can get hot out there.
Oh yeah.
And it's out by Baker, by where they got that big giant thermometer.
Oh, look, Relentless came in. Hello, Relentless.
Hey, Relentless.
I'm happy to see the stream in hell back up. Relentless, that's always nice.
I'm not sure the hottest weather I've ever been in. I know I've been in at least 116. I don't know if I've ever been any hotter than that, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in 116 degrees. But when I was in Arizona, it was summertime and it was hot. I had 110 or something, hotter than I ever wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go to Arizona on business. It was always like 103, 107. But
Yeah.
it's never an issue, really. It's kind of dry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been in Brazil too, and it don't get that hot in Brazil. Everyone thinking, well, I guess if you get up north of Brazil, maybe so, but not in Rio. Rio is down below Cabo Frio, and it's just not, it's not that hot. It's not tropical. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you go up
It's
to
not-
the statue on the top of the mountain?
Yeah, but not since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And we've been up the other one, the Pondiasuca in the cable car. Remember the
really?
James Bond movie where they had the fight on that cable
Yeah,
car?
I've seen it on videos. Yeah.
That's it.
Never been there.
Dude, wasn't that Jaws, the guy with the teeth?
That was Jaws.
Yeah.
Amy, you gonna go to Vegas for a visit? That'd be great.
Who's going to Vegas?
Samuel Moose. Samuel
Amy.
Moose. Let me just say this. She has me blocked too. Right? But I still see her because when I go into chat, I have 2 devices and I always go undercover and I look so I can read everybody. I don't talk to people in chat who have me blocked though. I don't talk to them in chat. So I only ever talk to Relentless when she's here. I just let you in on that, Samuel Moose. And the other thing I'll say is if she's blocked you, then she probably can't see what you're saying in the chat, right? Because she has you blocked. But anyway. It don't bother me. Up to 119, Dutchman. That's plenty hot enough. Yeah. I just because I put my second device and I go on incognito and I can just see everybody. It's easier that way. Mm-hmm. She goes undercover too, so she could probably could see what you're saying. Sammy Moose here, you know what I mean? Jack Prepper, what's up, Jack? We're doing good. Thanks for coming in. I'll post that one. So what's the funniest joke you ever heard in your life, Pinky?
The funniest joke I ever heard in my life?
This is a test.
Oh my God. I don't know. A funny dirty joke or a funny clean joke?
It could be dirty. Sure. We're all adults.
Funniest. Okay, so
not racist or political though.
Okay, well here's a goofy one. What's the difference between hungry and horny?
The difference between hungry and horny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where you put the cucumber.
Where you put the cucumber. I guess that applies to women more than men.
Yeah,
although maybe not. Who knows, right?
This is the 2020s.
What's the difference between a rooster and a whore?
A rooster and a whore, I don't know.
A rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. A whore says any cockle-doo.
There you go. I had a similar joke. Desert Duster, do you know the difference between a lawyer and a prostitute?
No.
No. The prostitute will stop fucking you when you die.
Do you know the difference between a mosquito and a prostitute?
No, ma'am.
Mosquito stops sucking when you slap it.
When you slap it. Oh,
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
What do you call a virgin on a waterbed?
A virgin on a waterbed? I have no idea.
Cherry float.
Damn. Cherry
That's my
float.
favorite all-time joke.
That's
Okay.
cute. That's
I
really
love that
cute.
one.
Yeah.
I heard one that was worse than that, though. Right? What do you call? Where was it? I forgot I forgot. I don't remember the joke, so I'm not even going to start. But it was about what do you call a virgin? Something I don't remember what. Well, it's faster than her brothers, or something like that.
Oh
Something
yeah. It's like, what did the trailer park girl say when she lost her virginity?
No idea.
Just get off, Dad. You're squishing my smokes.
That's kind of nasty, right? So here we go. Trailer park. I guess we could talk about trailer. I don't know, maybe not. It's all. I have another joke. It's way off color, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother with it either. It's about trailer park people. So
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I already
the
went there.
difference between
Sorry.
a cheeseburger and a cheese. Yep, there you go. There you go, Jack Prepper. You want to go to what?
That's funny.
Okay.
Well, so this marriage proposal I got last night, it was
Okay.
3 a.m, and everybody was a little drunk, and it was his birthday, and he said, "Marry me," and I said, "Ha ha, no, I'm not going to marry you." And he's like, "I'm serious." I'm like, "No, you're." He's like, "I'm in love with you." Marry you, I said. Well, that's an instant disqualifier for any kind of reasonable conversation after that. No, I'm not marrying you. I don't even know you.
Well, so let me get this straight. The proposal was from someone who you knew or someone you didn't know?
Somebody I know, but not like well enough to get married to him. But you know what? I
and
think
it
a
was
lot
in
of
real
people.
life. It was a real life proposal, not a YouTube shit.
Well, it's a YouTube proposal, but this is somebody
Oh.
I was talking about meeting in real life. We were talking about as friends going on a cruise. But if I'm like a love interest, I don't want to go on the cruise anymore.
Okay, well,
It was a marriage proposal.
okay.
So
Now you said, of course, he was drunk. Is he going to
Yeah.
even remember?
I don't know. I should ask him this morning if he remembers, or this afternoon if he remembers last night at 3.
Backyard trucker. I don't know. You came up twice and we could hear you fine. I'm not sure why it's not working. I'm sorry to hear that. I'd love to have you up and have a little chat. I'm sure you know some funny jokes. We obviously didn't know many.
Ah.
Marketplace says you should hold him to his proposal.
Hold him to it. Yeah. No, I so don't want to get married. I don't.
Well, yeah, that's then tell him that. Say, look, maybe we should date for about, a week or so first.
Yeah. Go on the cruise first. 4 days to Mexico and back. I've never been before. I want to do something for a vacation this year that's different. And so I thought 4 days to Mexico and back.
Backyard trucker. It may be your settings in StreamYard need to be looked at for your audio. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what kind of device you're on either, but if you can hear the YouTube, but you can't hear the StreamYard, there may be a setting in the StreamYard that you need to adjust. I really don't know. Up to you. That's a fine truck. Up to you. I'm not going to push it. Although I will say that you could probably Google the answer and find a video that tells you all that. Probably. That nowadays, Google is amazing.
You ever been on a cruise ship?
Me? No.
Yeah, no.
Well, except to send my grandmother off from New York City back in the 70s. I was young. We walked on with them, my grandparents, to their cabin and then walked off. I don't think I ever want to go on a cruise ship. I prefer a small boat with a few people to a huge boat with a city's worth of people. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
I'm going to join you there, Desert Duster. I'll take my little pipe out, pack a little weed in it, and have a smoke with you.
And I got my favorite U.S. bong.
That's the U.S. bong. I saw you had that the other night. Yeah.
4 gringos in quicksand. What do you call it? Cuatro cinco. Cuatro cinco.
Now, quicksand is actually.
Did a couple of cruises on. Did a couple of cruises on Holland American long ago.
Oh, you did?
Long ago, yeah.
One out of New York City to Bermuda, and then one down the Caribbean.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was probably like 1,200 on each of patrons, of us, and the whole crew. Yeah, that was a long ago now.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get seasick or not. Although I took a ferry across the North Sea in February, so if that didn't make me seasick,
Yeah,
probably
because you went to
will.
England last year. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this was back in '91. I went to Hull to Rotterdam across the North Sea in a big ferry.
Well, if you can handle that, you can handle our seas.
Okay, good. Yeah.
When you go, I've crossed over from Ramsgate to Rotterdam about probably 6 times. I've probably been 3 times on the ferry back and forth.
That must
Total of 6 trips from Ramsgate. It's on the east coast of southern England, right? You know where Ramsgate is?
Yeah,
it's down below Canterbury, below Kent, right? And take the ferry to Rotterdam. Did that a few times. Spent
We were
some time
coming
in
from-
Holland. In Holland. On the one trip, my cousin and I, we drove to Berlin. The wall was still up. It was before the wall came down. Had to drive through East Germany to Berlin.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a pretty cool trip. And Berlin at the time was it was an amazing place to be because the wall was still up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was really kind of hey, Monkey Man. It was really kind of a unique experience for me.
It's historical.
You know? Hmm?
It was historical. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, we weren't the only people to do it, but you get on that autobahn in Eastern Germany, and you see all the cars on the road, like the East German cars, and they look like. I swear to God, it was like they look a lot like shoe boxes and shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it. And they only go about 40 miles an hour. They got little 2-stroke engines in the front under the hood. Little 2-strokes.
Motorcycle motors.
Yeah, those East German cars at the time. Hello, Ellen.
Well, when we went to Rotterdam, we were coming from the north because I went to school up in Lancaster. So, we drove like pretty much straight across to Hull, and then took the ferry there. So it took all night pretty much. It was, I don't want to say it was a 24-hour deal, but maybe 18 hours, overnight.
It was a long ferry ride from Ramsgate. I don't really remember, but I think it was certainly like several hours, like 6 or 8 or something. I don't even remember.
Yeah. I didn't have a
Samuel
cabin. I had a
Moose.
recliner.
Ellen lives in Holland, Samuel Moose.
Yeah, Ellen's up late too. Hey, Ellen.
Hey, Ellen.
I don't have the chat up. Is it Ellen N or Ellen A?
Yes, yes. So, Samuel Moose, if you're going to take a cruise ship, you don't want to have to be on Dramamine the whole time, right? I mean, come on.
Well, I will take some with me though, just in case. But it'll make me groggy for sure. Yeah, last time I was on a ferry was
Hey, ladies guy.
would have been out to the Isle of Man in the middle of the Irish Sea. So that was interesting. Going out there, we saw like that big wind farm that Donald Trump doesn't like because it screwed up his view. I'm like, there's the wind farm.
You're in the Irish Sea?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never been to the Isle of Man. I would love to go see the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
I guess they have a very famous motorcycle race there every year, right?
It's called the TT, I guess. Yeah.
The interesting thing about the Isle of Man is it's not England.
Yeah, it's its own country.
It's its own country. A very interesting thing, yeah.
All the license
I'd
plates.
like to go to the Hebrides, so I'd love to go to like Mull and Skye. The islands off the west coast of Scotland, I think would be great.
Yeah.
I was taking ferry rides across the New York Bay when I was working in Staten Island a few years ago. Every morning I was, I was taking the ferry and home again. That's a short ferry ride. That's only like 25-minute ride, 25-minute ride to Staten Island from the Battery in Manhattan.
Yeah, I've been to Staten Island and out to the lady with her hand in the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. I've been to both. Have you been on that tram that's on the east side of Manhattan? What's that tram?
The Fisherman. Yeah, the tram goes to Governor's Island. Not Governor's Island. It goes to Roosevelt Island.
Have you been on it?
Never been on that tram to Roosevelt Island.
That's another one I've only seen in movies.
You can get on Roosevelt Island off the Triborough Bridge if you want to get there. You don't have to take the tram. I've never been on that though. I see it. I've seen it thousands of times.
Does it run like at night too?
Yes.
Must have great views at night.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
When you live in New York, you tend not to do the tourist things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Boston. That was the same way. But then when people came from out of town, they wanted to see Boston, and I ended up really liking all the tourist things. Because I was taking them everywhere. And
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have known my own town.
I used to go to Fenway Park a lot, watch the Yankee games. I grew up in Connecticut.
Yeah, it's a big rivalry. The
I was
Yankees.
right in the middle of both of these.
That's cool.
So yeah, I did go up the Empire State Building probably 20 years ago when my middle daughter was young. Maybe it was only 18 years ago. She wasn't. She's 24 now. She's probably 6 or 7 at the time. But before that, I hadn't been up the Empire State Building since I myself was a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does
I
it
haven't
move?
been I haven't been to the Statue of Liberty now, probably since I was 11 years old either. You know? New River Troll wants the link. Coming up, buddy.
New Ribs looking for the link.
Dougie, does the top of the Empire State Building move? Like,
No.
can you feel it
And
swaying?
in fact, the top of the building is much higher than the lookout deck, I think, is on the 86th floor. But it's actually hundreds of feet taller because there's other little, it goes up, and then they have that big, huge fucking pointy thing on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which makes the building is about 1,000 feet tall, just about. Someone could look that up and say the actual height of the Empire, but it's just about 1,000 feet tall. The lookout, the observatory floor is on the 86th floor. So
Oh, Dan says the Sears Tower sways.
the Sears
Yeah, the
Tower
Sears-
space. You
Yeah,
asked
they have
if it
a
moved.
weight system inside it that keeps it. So when it
Were you
sways this
asking
way,
me?
the weight will go over this way to balance it. What were you saying, Doug? I'm sorry.
I was trying to clarify with Pinky's question. Do you mean does the building move like with the wind, or is there something up there that moves?
Does it sway with the wind?
I believe it will sway with the wind. Yes, the Empire when you're up that high. Yeah,
Yeah.
certainly the Twin Towers do. You know. Well, they did. Of course, the Twin Towers aren't there anymore. So, looks like we got Mary Burney. Hello, Mary.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the ladies' guy.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
David,
hello.
guys.
Good to hear your voice, Mary.
Hello, Rod Davis. Hello, Desert. Hello, Pinky.
Hello.
How are y'all tonight? I hope y'all are doing all right.
Doing good so far. I got
Awesome.
New
I'm
River
doing
back here
great.
now. Let's see. There he is.
It took me a second. Kept getting a message that was telling me browser had muted me.
We can
So
hear
I
you.
had to go.
Hey, Backyard
Hello.
Trucker.
Welcome back, Backyard Trucker. How you doing?
Hello,
not working
Backyard
again,
Trucker.
is it?
Hello, New River.
Yeah, we can hear
Hello.
you, trucker. We can hear you.
We can hear you. Can you hear us, Backyard Trucker? I'm not
Anybody
sure
even
he
hear
can
me?
hear us.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
What he had said in the chat was that he can't hear us. I don't know how to
Oh,
fix
okay.
that. Check that your speakers are on your
This is weird.
keypad. Check your speakers.
Let's see if I can see who's all there. Oh,
Hey, New River.
howdy,
Right.
That's right,
Davis,
right, Davis, Mary
Desert,
Burney,
Dustin,
Pinky, and Desert, and
Mary.
Backyard Trucker.
and Pinky and Doug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, hello. Nice to meet you, Backyard Trucker. I don't think I ever met you, but it's nice to meet you.
Hello, Backyard Trucker. I don't believe I've met him either.
No, it's the first time I've seen him.
He may
can't
not hear us. He was
Yeah,
saying
you
he's
might have,
having
to, might have
issues.
to type to him.
Yeah, he may not hear us.
It looks like he's frozen up there, Doug.
If he
Yeah,
is, he'll
he
drop
looks like
off.
he's
When they
frozen
freeze up,
stiff.
they drop off.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, for a couple
That's
times
too
I
bad.
tried to get in. I got a message saying the browser had me muted and something else. I had to try it a couple different times. Maybe he's got experiencing the same thing. Who knows?
I don't know. He does look frozen, but once again, I don't think that's hurting anything.
Oh, there it goes.
There he goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes StreamYards will mess up your audio, I think, and it'll kick you out. StreamYard's been kicking people out lately for no reason whatsoever. So
Go.
If I
Hey,
get
Mary.
if I get kicked off by StreamYards, I didn't push no leave button. StreamYards kicked me out.
Team Yards will do
If
that
I get-
sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that though. It's just weird why StreamYards will kick people out when they don't even touch the leave button.
Yes,
It's just
StreamYard is
odd.
temperamental. This is what I understand. If sometimes if your connection gets weak, they'll just boot you.
Could
They'll
be
just boot
the
you
connection.
sometimes.
I don't know. It could be the connection or your Wi-Fi.
Is this
Mark,
is
Hey,
this
Mark.
gonna work this time? Otherwise, I'm gonna give up totally.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys this
Oh,
time.
good, good.
Oh,
good. I
Hello,
can
great.
hear
nice to
you.
meet you.
Okay, so
Oh,
we're all good
Backyard
now.
trucker.
Great news.
I can hear him fine.
My laptop's not compatible, so oops, where did it go? My laptop's not compatible, so
Are
evidently.
you on
So
a different device now then?
I'm on my cell phone, so I can't read the chat. So
Okay. But you could go in YouTube on your laptop and read the chat in YouTube, right?
You just gotta mute the video
we'll see
so
if
you'll be hearing that
we'll see if it messes
Listen,
up.
background
let
noise.
me just say this for the record. Whenever I'm in chat, whenever you see me in chat, you can be guaranteed I have two devices open, not just one, right? Because I learned, that, mainly if I go into a chat room, I put the other one incognito so I can see everybody because there's chat rooms where I can't see everybody. You know what I mean?
Same thing. Two going.
I usually just
And right now I have two devices open. Look, see this? There we are in YouTube. That's my YouTube tab, right? That's us.
Uh-huh.
I'm not very tech savvy, so this is all new to me. So
Oh, me either. Backyard trucker. I'm the worst. I don't know nothing about this technical shit.
read the chat
But-
through George's tablet, but I'm having trouble reading lately. So what's the point?
Yeah. Well,
I'm on my cell
Oh.
phone,
Something
so
else, though. I would
that's,
like to read the chat.
I'm on a cell phone. Do I sound choppy?
You guys.
A little
what's
bit.
up, LD?
A little bit.
A little
I don't
bit.
know why I sound choppy. It's just weird how I sound.
LD, are you just getting home from work?
So how are you, Pinky? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I'm
Who,
doing
LD?
okay. I got a new channel.
You got any channel?
Get this.
Yeah. I posted too many bad memes and they kicked me. So
I know.
yeah. So now I'm Pinky too.
Hopefully this will work better. So
Well, it's good to see
I
you,
can hear
Pinky.
you fine. I can hear you just fine.
I don't have any problems with you, Pinky, but I hope we can be good
Yeah,
talkative people.
I don't know you one way or the other yet. I just
Hey,
know
Mr.
we've both
Shimon.
been around a long time. So
Yeah.
I don't have any notions one way or the other. Yeah, it's all good.
Mary's cool.
I don't
Yeah.
have any
He
problems
sings
with
good, too.
anybody unless anybody's got problems with me not having problems with anybody else.
Yeah, I do sing, Rod Davis, but I don't want
Simple,
to scare
happy life.
people off.
Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah, I wasn't asking you, but I was thinking about that. Have you been to Tattoo Site lately?
Yeah, I went there Friday and Saturday night. I sang a few songs.
Oh, I missed you. I was there for about half hour. I didn't catch you there.
Yeah. She does a really good karaoke stream.
Hello, Tim. Just
Yeah,
go.
they seem like
Ryan.
good, happy people too. Yeah.
Yeah. I love to sing. Although I'm not great at
Hey,
singing,
Jen,
but it's fun. I do try my best. It's something to ha ha ha.
yeah, when I heard you sing there, you sounded good. That was like a couple of months ago.
I sound embarrassing when I sing, but it's all for fun, you know. I'm not
I'm embarrassed
judgmental
when I
on
sing.
how other people sing or anything like that. We all sing differently, so
I stopped
A
singing
couple
in
of nights
church.
lately, we've had people come up and have saying happy birthday. They've come up on their birthday. And I'm embarrassed that, I can't sing to save my life.
well, the only song that I'm great at singing is Patsy Cline, "Walking After Midnight." That's the only song that I'm good at singing. But I do try other songs to sing as well. And I'm not that great at the other songs, but I do try my best. So,
You got more balls than I got, Mary B, because I would not go on my own live stream and sit there and sing like you do. I would not do
yeah.
it.
Well, I normally play music videos and I do sometimes sing whenever I play music videos. I sing
Mhm.
along with the song,
Mary, I've heard
whatever
you sing.
song I
I've heard you sing.
choose.
I've heard you sing several times, Mary.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah, a lot of people like it and a lot of people don't. So it's up to them.
What about
That-
you, New River Troll? You ever sing karaoke on YouTube?
Oh no, you don't want to hear me trying to sing. I'm tone deaf. I'm not that stuff.
A lot of people have said they didn't know
I'm
that
not
I
any good at
sing.
singing either. I scare everybody away off my channel, so I don't even try.
I don't think nobody scares people away when they sing.
Trucker, what
Uh,
part of the country are you from, Trucker?
I'm from Michigan.
I'm down in Florida. Michigan, cool.
Well, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, so that's where I
I
call it from.
I used to go to Florida 3 years straight, hauling out of Miami, but I don't do it no more because it don't pay good. So
Uh,
freight sucks. So I just stay around northern Midwest now. So
Mm-hmm. Like I said, Ray, he live streams while he's driving.
what's that?
you live stream while you're driving, he said?
Where what am I driving?
Do you know
You live stream.
Yeah, I live stream when I'm driving usually.
Oh,
So
yeah, I'll have to find the account and look it up.
so
Yeah, I
I
sub
want
to
to know.
you,
I
Backyard
want to know if
Trucker.
Pleasant
So
Custer ever sang karaoke on YouTube.
yeah, I only sing
you've never
happy
done
birthday.
karaoke.
So
You've never done karaoke, Dougie Doug.
no.
No, I'm not gonna do any karaoke.
Yeah. Well, nobody. I'm not trying to like force you like do karaoke or anything. But a lot of people do like to sing, and a lot of people don't.
Believe me, Mary, I don't feel any coercion coming from you, so it's all good.
Well, I'm definitely not going to sing, but some people are saying, "Give me a taste of your singing." I'm like, no, I don't want to upset anybody's ears. I don't want to upset y'all's ears.
My
there's
numbers
a-
literally go down when I start singing. So
Y'all want to hear a little bit of the "Walking After Midnight"?
You want to sing, Mary? Go ahead. You sing.
It's up to y'all. I don't know.
No, Mary.
Go for
It's
it.
up to you.
Go for it. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, with walking. Yeah, that's a little bit of it.
Okay, now do
I
you do
messed
that with
up on
karaoke?
it,
You're usually reading the words, right?
but yeah, walking after midnight. I go out walking. If you can do the lyrics, Patsy Cline.
There's a great karaoke channel. It's this little pub in the city center of Liverpool. It's called Cooper's Townhouse, and they karaoke all dang day.
Yeah.
It's fun
I've
to
been
watch.
going to Cooper's Townhouse for about 3 months now.
Really?
Well, yeah, a friend of mine found it and was like, "Hey, come check this out." I went over there and checked out. I actually see quite a few people there from our community.
Okay, well that must be why the algorithm sent it my way.
Maybe.
Yeah, I like that little place.
Cooper's Townhouse, yeah, in Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't go there every day, but I go quite a bit. I go very often. I go, you know.
I'm gonna try again. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. And then it goes again with the weeping willow and the other part. So
Yeah, that sounds great. You're really good
I
at
don't
that.
want to sing the whole entire, but that's a little
And
bit
that's
of it. Thank you,
acapella,
thank
so
you.
that's amazing.
It's all good,
That's
Mary.
Patsy
Thank
Cline.
you for that, Mary.
Oh, you're welcome. I just want to give it a little taste because a lot of people are like, sing, sing. So,
That's why you live in Nashville.
yeah, I know. But I'm not Patsy Cline. But I could do that song like her, like I sing like her. So,
Did Patsy
Oh.
Cline pass away? I have no idea.
yeah, she died
I
when she
believe
was in her
Patsy
early
Cline
30s.
recently passed
Oh
away.
my
like,
gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she died when she was in her 30s. She would
Oh, a
have
long
been
time
like
ago?
90 by now.
Wow.
Who recently
I think
passed
she
away?
died in
Then?
a car accident or
Somebody
something.
recently passed.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
George
Thank you,
Foreman.
everyone that likes that little taste of it.
Hello,
Plane
Scott.
crash, plane crash.
Oh, another tragic plane crash. Wow. Hello, Scott.
Oh, Willie died? What? No, you're kidding, right, Kittles?
What did Kittle say?
You said Willie Nelson died?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
I
have not heard.
have to look that up. I didn't hear that.
I know George Foreman died.
I might have
I know
missed it.
George Foreman
I
died.
haven't seen that one.
I'm gonna
That
have
would
to
be
Google that.
huge when he
That's
died.
tough.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Marketplace.
I never get-
Let me just say one thing about Mr. Kittles. You need to take him with a grain of salt.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody could do a quick Google search or YouTube and see if Willie Nelson passed away. I'm not even going to
still
bother.
living.
Yeah, I don't see any announcements.
I think Willie's going to outlive us all.
Yeah,
He's
that would be
90
an amazing thing. Hello,
Yeah,
Yumi.
He's 91.
He's 91, so he's still living. Willie Nelson. He's like a legend.
Willie's going to outlive us all. So.
Yeah.
Him and Keith Richards.
Yeah, the Keith Richards. It's a clean living that keeps him alive. Yeah, he's done good. My buddy backed up some people at the Opry long ago. He's 96. He still plays and sings. I play with him every Monday
Oh,
morning.
wow. 96. Last week on TV, the Opry did celebrate its 100th celebration. It was live on your NBC channel. It was last Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think Willie
Grand
Nelson's
Ole
going to play
Opry-
in Mount Pleasant this year, I think. So
Just celebrated its 100th birthday.
Who's going to play?
I think
Backyard
Willie
Trucker,
Nelson's
who's
going to play him. Well, I think Willie Nelson's going to play at Soaring Eagle Casino in Mount Pleasant, Michigan this year.
Okay, cool.
I think it's
We'll
September,
do it,
I think.
Has anybody been to the Grand Ole Opry?
How many
I've
tickets do
never
we
been
get,
to
Jody? 2 or 3?
You
Yeah,
saying
I
it's
never-
100 years old this year? Is that what you're saying, Mary?
Yeah, it turned 100 earlier this year.
Sorry, I spoke right over Backyard Trucker. I'm sorry.
I was asking Jody how many tickets she wants me to get.
Oh.
So
Have you ever been to the Opry House, Dougie Doug?
I've been past it several times in a semi truck.
The Grand Ole Opry. I've never been.
I haven't
It's
either.
really-
I've
it's a
been
really
in
nice
Nashville like
place.
5 times. I never got there.
Yeah,
We got-
they have they do different shows at different nights, and a lot of good singers go to it. I think tickets are like 50 or something, $50 or $60 worth of tickets, and they do like from 7 p.m. to whenever they stop singing. It's like a couple of hours of show, so it's real good shows. You like country music.
We've
But
got
if you come to Nashville, you gotta try our favorite candy. It's Goo Goo Clusters candy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, if I ever get into Nashville, I do plan at least at looking at the Grand Ole Opry. I guess they let you walk in the middle of the day if you want to do a little tour or something.
Yeah, they do tours, but
Yeah,
I think I don't know if it's free tours. I don't know. I've
I
never
would be
been to the
shocked if
Grand
it
Ole
was free.
Opry.
Yeah.
I've never been to the Grand Ole Opry, but I have been to
Mhm.
the Ryman. To the Ryman. I've been to the
Hi all.
Ryman.
Hey, Yummy.
Hi.
Hello,
Hello,
Hope
ACAT.
you
ACAT.
hope you're doing well tonight.
Thanks, Dutch. Pinky, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say out here, we have the Bakersfield sound, and there was Buck Owens' Crystal Palace. So it was kind of like the Grand Old Opry of the West.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I've never actually been to an opera in the city either. Hello, Billy Bob. So, and not that I really mind opera. I would have no issue with it. I guess I've never been though. I have been to some shows in the city. No, I don't mean music. I mean like plays on Broadway and at the Winter Garden. My 6th grade class trip was to go see Beatlemania. Right,
Cool.
so that was pretty cool.
I think somebody has an echo because I'm hearing.
I don't hear an echo. Someone in the chat said that earlier, but I do not hear an echo.
I can hear
Yeah,
it.
I can hear an echo. I think it's coming from
Yeah, or a radio. It might be a radio or TV or something.
kind of like a radio, but it's my voice coming at.
Oh, it is?
And yeah, somebody has an echo.
No, it's you because I don't hear it. So it's got to be you hearing it in your own space there where you are.
I hear it too.
I hear
Oh,
a
do
little
you?
bit of an echo over here.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
obtrusive
I think it's
though,
Backyard
as you
Trucker.
usually can get.
Sounds like someone
Backyard, I think you have
radio.
an extra tab open. Your YouTube tab is open.
Yumi, what's new down there on the other side of the world?
Hello?
Yumi.
Can you hear us? Yeah, it was Backyard Trucker.
He dropped down.
Yeah, it was him. He had the echo.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
it did silence. Yeah,
Wait a
that's
minute.
true.
Ray
Wasn't
Davis
too
asked
bad.
you a question, Yumi. He asked, "How are you
Yeah,
doing
she had
down
to pop down for a second. I don't know. She's.
there?" I hope he comes back.
What kind
Yeah,
of
he can come
question?
back.
Oh, I just was
Hopefully he'll
wondering
fix
how
it.
you doing.
Hey, Jimmy,
How's
welcome
things
back.
over there?
Doing okay at work?
Good.
You at school? What time is it?
It's it, it's
Oh, cool. Great.
9:32 a.m. Right?
She's in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
March
No, it's
25th.
9:32 a.m. for her. I got 9:33
It's good to
p.m.
see her.
I'm in Central Time Zone.
So Yumi is currently 11 hours in front of us.
Yeah.
Dougie, thank you for having me. I'm going to hop on down. I appreciate all of you.
Great to see you, Pinky.
Yeah,
Take
Pinky.
care.
You too.
Good seeing you again,
Did you have a
Pink.
good time in England when you went?
I had a wonderful time. I'll go back again next year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's good to
All right.
see you, Pinky, and talk
You
to
too,
you.
Mary. I'll see y'all later.
I got to
Nice.
reset
Okay,
you,
see you
Pink.
later, Pinky. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming.
Don't get married without telling us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come back and keep us informed on that.
Don't drink the water in Mexico.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, bring
river
your
is
own
in
piece of bottled
between.
water with you.
Cool, Scott. Scott, you want to come on the panel? You
Huh?
don't have to feel it. I'm not, I'm just asking. Anybody would care to come up? I'll post the link. Hey, Gurf.
Hey, Gurf. Good to see you, man. Good to see
Hey,
you,
girl.
Gurf.
Hello, Scott. Hello, Gurf. Hello, Relentless.
What's up, Kirk?
Gurf, I heard from Pastor today. He's back home. So I guess that's good. Share Mr. Kittle's channel? Yes, I can. I got to go get it first. I will share Mr. Kittle's channel.
How much would you have to, Dallas?
I beg your pardon?
Almost getting home.
Tucson.
I'm just kicking out and kicking it out in the man.
Hey, Cap.
George lizard chow and shit, JR. So it's in here talking to some friends on a YouTube channel.
Put it on speaker so we can hear the other side of the conversation.
So what's up, Buckaroo? You're what? Say that again. April 2nd, I'm going to have a what? A third what? Oh, a third granddaughter.
Yes,
Yeah, right on. Right on. Should have. Hell, you ought to see if you did. See if they can get her to induce it on the first and have her on April Fool's Day.
Where is he?
Right on. Huh. Well, if you're not doing nothing, swing by.
What
If
did
you're
I
out-
do?
If you're out of bud, stop by and I'll hook you
No,
up a little.
one's missing again.
Yep.
Oh, you're already in Black Canyon City?
It was
Okay.
Desert Duster. He's down there, isn't he?
I'm here.
Did he leave?
I'm
No.
here.
They set the drum set up there, yeah.
I'm
Blue
here.
lights, huh?
Cool.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to crash. Good to see everybody.
It's good to
Okay,
meet
thank you,
Ray.
Ray.
Have some rest. Yep. Good night.
Ray,
Good night,
thanks
New
for
River.
coming.
Yep. Bye, Yumi. Have a great day.
Okay, well, so here we are. I muted New River.
Sounds like he's going to be a grandpa again.
Are
Yep.
they left because of me?
Well,
Oh, you're okay.
right on. I'll talk to you later.
I will not bombing the stream. Don't worry. I'm not a terrorist. I'm just a human being.
I'm good.
Are you talking to someone in the
No,
chat?
My back? Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. I'm still trying to figure out who did we lose all. Who else was up here? It was Desert Duster, Trucker, Ray, and Pinky. Yeah. Okay. That accounts for everybody, doesn't it?
Yeah. That was one of my best friend's son. I ended up raising him for most of his life. My buddy's boy Dallas. So he considers me a dad. It's like a son. So I guess his kids are like my grandkids. He's on the second one, his girl, and by coincidence, his boy that he had. He's 3 now. His birthday was the same day as mine, February 17th. That was kind of neat.
Same day. Yep.
Yeah.
Gurf, doing good. I hope you're doing good, Gurf.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Gurf.
I'm going to excuse myself for a moment. I'll be back.
Yeah. Right on.
Sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
I was watching that old Western Tom Horn before I came in here, but I've seen that movie so many times. I figured I'd just bail and come out here.
I watched Gunfight OK Corral, the old one with Henry Fonda.
Yeah. Huh.
I like them old black and white movies.
Yeah, I find myself watching a lot of those on antenna TV a lot these days.
Yeah, I got that rabbit ear TV.
Yeah, basically what I got. I mean, I can watch some YouTube movies, or through YouTube, and a lot of times it seems like parts of them are being chopped out of them and stuff like that, and it's like, I don't know. I'll just stick with the antenna TV.
Well, if you're browsing through my site there, go to my list of videos that I have. You see down there, say something and then rabbit ear TV. It's pretty cool. Good old days. All you need is a pair of rabbit ears and a screwdriver, and you were watching TV.
Yeah. Yep.
What's up, Brian? Yeah, when Dougie comes back, I'm going to take off and grab something to eat. And have him
Yeah,
make
we've
dinner.
been doing dinner. Wait, my wife, she's been got us accustomed to eating after 7 now because our utility bills have been getting kind of high. So we're not, I guess, on the peak demand after 7. So that's when she's been doing cooking. We've been holding back on a lot of stuff.
You got the red, white, and blue card?
Hello, Judith. Judith, thank you for coming. I see Brian still here.
Oh, sorry.
Cool. It's okay.
Do you have the red, white, and blue card there, new?
Red, white, and blue card?
Insurance card. Medicare.
No. Whose card is that?
The Medicare card.
No, I just got regular insurance.
Oh, so I was going to say, if you had the Medicare card, you can call your electric company. I don't just have a plan like we do here, but they gave me 30% off my bill every month.
Really, a Medicare card. I'm gonna have to mention that.
Well, you're retired, right?
Yeah,
You should have that card.
Medicare card. Wow, because I just go through Cigna insurance is what I'm going through now. I mean, I'm on I guess I don't know. I guess SSI is one of the checks I get. So I don't know if that entitles me to a Medicare card or not. I haven't really paid any attention to that stuff.
It's this Medicare health card.
Yeah, I've got one of those cards, but I don't know if it's any good or not. I've had that for years. They've
If
never
you got
sent
it,
me any.
if you have it, it's good.
Huh? So you get 30% off with that card, huh? That's a significant amount.
That's $30 off every 100.
That's
Yeah.
plenty of money. Worth
It's
saving.
damn near third reduction. Damn near. Yeah. I'll have to mention that. We're on one of those economy plans or something like where they charge you a flat rate for a while, and then if you've used more than you're supposed to, then they up you again. And
Oh yeah, they call it that's the year-round rate. You pay a flat rate all year. They
yeah,
average out your bill.
I haven't seen it go down any. That's for sure. Yeah. Boy, the thing that gets me is the state here. They keep upping my property taxes every year and pretty significant increases, and I'm not getting any benefit out of it. Out of this property tax. I'm sick of that.
New River, Gal Pal said hello to you in the chat.
Oh, hello, Gal Pal. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't really read that shit, follow that.
I know,
chat
I put it on the screen, but you're busy talking. I don't expect you to read it. I know your eyes fucked up, so it's all good. That's why I told you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Doug. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah.
What happened here?
Yeah.
There it goes.
That's something I wish we could do away with is property taxes. I don't think.
Well, property taxes, I think, are important. I'm not so sure that payroll taxes are, that's what I have trouble with more than anything.
Are supposed to be, I guess, for some improvements and things around us. And I live down a nasty dirt road. I don't know why they don't pay for it. The public, suppose some of that money helps for public schools. the public school my granddaughters were attending to, I thought was shit.
The
So I
school,
ended up putting
the
them in
school money comes out of your
private
property
school.
taxes. Yeah.
Yeah, and it ain't done anything for the public school we got up here. I mean, my granddaughter has been selling and learning so much more since we pulled her out of that mess and put her in a private school.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's learning Latin and all kinds of cool stuff.
Learning Latin sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I pay a lot of property tax here where I live. Probably probably
Welcome,
way
County
more than you.
What?
I lived
I'm
out west. The tax was cheap out there.
I'm about Doug. I'm about $4,000 a year, and
Yeah,
one of my pieces of I own 2 parcels, and one of them is just a little tiny, little skinny, little sliver that just has a dirt road, and then the utility poles on there, and they gouged the piss out of me for that. And I can't even do anything with that property. There's an easement on it. It's not big enough to build anything because it's like a super long, skinny rectangle, and they gouged the hell out of me on that one there too.
but the $4,000 a year includes both properties, right?
Yeah,
I
I'm just
I
gonna
live.
guess it's
Listen,
like
I live.
about
My lot. My lot is 40 feet wide and 90 feet deep. 40 feet by 90 feet, the size of my lot, and my house sits on it.
yeah.
Now I live in Nyack. I'm about 15 miles from New York City. I pay more than 3 times what you pay in a year.
Yeah. Huh.
Just in property tax.
Huh.
So I just hello, quiet person.
I don't
Let
know
me
where
go
I
look
live.
over
I'm
here.
still
Sorry, let me look.
kind of rural. I'm on just
No,
2.49 acres, and
wait.
just ain't fixing anything up here with it, with what I contribute. I think people that live in the city, who are
I
uh,
answered you, Yumi.
renters and stuff, they don't bear any brunt
I
to it.
answered you.
That's for sure. And their kids go to school too. I don't know if that's somehow absorbed into their rent payments or not, but it's almost cheaper to give to pay rent somewhere.
Well, but then you don't. The thing about owning the property is that it's like investing in yourself because the property has value and you can sell it. Right? If you rent, you're paying all this money and there's
Okay,
no way to
if that's the
recoup it
case, why
ever.
don't they? If that's the
There's no way
case,
to
well, why
recoup it.
don't they just tax you when you sell your property if your property increases in value? My property keeps increasing in value, and I have no plans of ever selling it.
Yeah, well, I know where I live, I get a lot of services. I told you what I pay in taxes, but of course that pays for,
I even have to pay for private
everything.
trash pickup.
That pays for everything, right? All of the services I get, which include, police, fire, blah blah blah, etc. Every other damn thing. Half of that is school tax. Half of it.
Yeah.
And when the Department of Public Works in my local town does a lot of things. They keep the roads paved. They keep the drains open. They're out cleaning the catch basins. That's all my my property tax money being spent.
Yeah,
And
they ain't even doing none of that shit for us up here. If you call the fire department here, which I have on occasions, and it takes them 30, 40 minutes to get here, and they're approximately 2 miles away from here. The same thing with the cops. You call them, it takes them forever here. None of that stuff I'm paying for seems to be benefiting my community that I live in.
mm-hmm.
No road improvements. The road's all wrecked with potholes and all kinds of stuff.
Well, you got to get on your city councilman, or you got to get on somebody who's your county representative, or whatever, right?
Yeah, calling in. My wife does that. She calls those people and complains about this and that, and it doesn't do any good. I think if you own your property, it's like if it's. I think your property should be like a product you buy somewhere. If you buy it, you pay the tax on it, and you're done with it. You don't go buy a
Well,
stereo and then get taxed for it and
yeah,
continuously
but
for the duration you own it.
so do you have water? Because we got water. You got a well where you are, right?
Yeah, private well.
Private well. So you about that. I mean, I'm not I know that if we didn't pay the taxes and these services weren't provided, that we would be hell where I live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be,
I think if the government wasn't wasting as much money as they waste, and then they were
it's
using it
local.
for,
It's the county. We
for-
pay
for-
property
for-
tax.
for- for-
We pay property tax to the town and the county. That's who we pay it to. We don't pay it to the
Yeah.
state. We don't pay it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm not sure how ours is, if it's county or state, but if you live in Arizona, you're paying for it unless you. I'm just going to assume this, unless you're living on one of the reservations, you probably might not be.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna grab a bite to eat. Dougie, thank you for having me up.
Desert Duster.
Yeah.
When you're ready to do your own panel, I'll get the notice and I'll come.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still debating
Yeah,
what I
okay.
want to do, but I'll end up probably by the end of the week having StreamYard.
I'll definitely
All right,
pop
thanks,
in there.
I'll catch up with you
Yeah,
later,
see
New
ya.
River.
All right, I'll text you later or something.
All right.
All right,
Everybody
come on,
else,
brother.
take care.
Thank you very much, Desert Duster. I appreciate you coming.
Always support you, Doug.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Catch you later.
I'll support you. Mm.
Yeah. Down to us three. Yeah. So what's new and exciting over there in Indonesia, Yumi?
Yes.
He said,
I'm
"What's
saying,
new
what's
and
new?
exciting?"
Over there in Indonesia.
What is the question?
What's new?
And
Nothing.
exciting going on
Nothing
in
new.
Indonesia. Hey, Yumi, do you guys have to pay taxes on the property you guys own over there in Indonesia? I'm just curious.
No, only like vehicles, maybe? Vehicles.
Yeah.
Not a property. Everything in here kinda different. We don't have to pay tax or rent. No, we don't.
Okay. Do you own the property like we do here? You don't own the property. Got it. Okay.
Wow.
Smooth Keys. What's up, Smooth Keys? Welcome aboard. So I got to assume that there is some. Uh-oh. What's up, Gal Pal? Good to see you.
That was really,
Hello, Gal
Hi.
Pal.
hey, what's up?
Hi,
I
Auntie.
seen you in the chat. Thank you for coming up. Okay.
Hello.
So, do you feel you get good service for your property tax, Gal Pal, or do you think it's lacking? Arizona, New River Troll feels that he doesn't get any service, if maybe at all, for his property tax, right?
Oh,
Yep.
I would say, yeah, I guess we give good treatment for our property tax. My issue is they're building all these massive housing developments around me. So our property, we're country people with older houses. We're being punished for all these new housing developments being put around us. because it's making our property go sky high. But we have older houses and we were country and they're trying to urbanize us. And I don't know, we're being treated unfair, I think.
Your taxes have gone up, but your house isn't any different than it was 10 years ago, right? Yeah.
Right,
and
right.
yet your taxes have gone up.
Yeah, we're still on acres. We have acres and 2 acres of land spread out. And right over there, they're putting housing developments that you can touch the houses. And they're huge, massive $1 million homes. And so the land value's shooting up. And they're taking all the farms and everything away. And it's making, of course, it's to our benefit because it makes our property value go up and everything. But it's just strange. It's all happening so
But
massively
that
fast.
only works if you're, say, if you're one of those home buyer flippers, you buy and then you flip your house. If you're a long-term resident and you're just going to stay put there, that's just putting an excessive burden on you. It is for us.
Yes, yes. Now, in the long run, it's to my advantage because it makes the value of my property go up. I could knock my house over and just sell my lot for more than what I probably paid starting out.
Yeah, it would be way more than what you paid for your house, in fact, pal. I'm quite sure.
Yeah, but they could square up with your tax then when you go to sell. Why penalize you for simply just living there?
Exactly.
That's
See, this is another thing too. We all have wells and septic because that's what was established. The housing developments are moving in and they're drawing off from clear out on the highway along the interstate from the city where they started bringing city water and sewer. So we've had to go fight them twice. Don't bring that shit over across the next road to us. We don't want it. We have good wells and septic. A house right here on the corner had massive land and they wanted to build a house, but they can't put another septic and well on it won't perk. So they went to the county and tried to get them to bring it across the road. And we were down there saying, no, you're not doing that shit to us again. We keep having to fight them because we have good wells and septic. We don't need city water and sewer clear out here. We've had well and septic for forever. We're not paying you to pipe that shit over here across up into the country to us. We don't want it. But because they keep building all these housing developments around us, anybody that wants to develop any little lot of land that can't get septic and well wants to try to make them bring it on out and drag it out here.
But literally right across the road, on the other side of the road, not 150 yards from your house, those houses are on city water and city sewer.
They brought it from down over the other side.
Those new ones across the road there, yeah.
They brought it down from on the over the other side of the mountain from off the main highway. From the other housing development that brought it from clear downtown, which allowed them to bring all those other housing developments in.
Yeah, they could never have built like that if they all had to have their own well and their own septic.
Yeah,
then you gotta have an acre. Then you gotta have an acre, right? Each.
Those were all farm. That was all farmland when I moved here. All of that was farms. Cows with barns. Even that, where they built that small little group, was of cows in that field every day.
And then those people end up moving in there. They'll get homeowners associations going, and they'll cry and complain about you guys, like you guys are intruding on them.
That's what's going to happen. You're probably right about that, New Rivers.
Yeah. And they'll reap all the benefits from that stuff, and they'll adjust your property taxes and whatnot to help compensate them for that. And you won't get any benefits from it. We don't. We got a big community that's built like about 4 miles away from us. It's called Anthem, and they're all that stuff happened down there. City wall and whatever.
What's up, Smooth Keys?
What's going on, my brothers?
We're doing good. In Phoenix, I believe it.
And to me, all that new development, at least as far as housing and stuff, they jam them up so tight together. They all
Hold on.
basically look the same, and it's an eyesore. It's like cracker box living to me. And then if one of them catches fire, God forbid, it doesn't take out everybody else who's in that connected complex.
Oh yeah,
These
yeah.
new neighborhood,
They're
the new
crammed.
neighborhood, go ahead.
They're crammed all. They used to like put a house and have a lot and a house. Those new ones are building right up over on top of the next mountain over. You can stand between them and put your hands up against one house to the next.
Yeah. God forbid you want to have a motorhome because a homeowners association to get on you, and you'd be lucky to even have room enough on the side of your homes to park one.
Hey, Smoothkies, man, when we're talking, I'm going to mute you. Don't take it personally. But it's very hard for me to hear everybody when you're playing. So just don't take it personally, okay?
We've been laughing. They call them farm-style farm homes. We've been laughing when we drive by. We're like, yep, that's like my farmhouse I grew up in with the big screened-in balcony and the 3-story with the the farmhouse is sitting right next door to our farmhouse with the cows in the backyard.
Yeah.
So, Mark, did you get a look? I put it on the full screen so you can have a look at it.
Yeah.
Well, most of these, there's not very much developable land where I live, but there is some. And out where I live, building lots, right? And I told you my lot is literally 40 feet by 90 feet. That's like less than a tenth of an acre, literally. And a lot like this probably sell for, close to $500,000 if you had one. You know what I mean?
It seems
it's mind-boggling, but it's true.
Yeah. I bought my property in 1995 for $155,000, and I got people telling me that I could get over $1 million for it now. But what good is it? I don't want to sell. I want to leave it for my.
How big a property do you have?
What's that?
How big is it?
It's 2.49 acres. It's not the biggest out here.
2.5 acres, and there's a little lot. You also have a little lot.
Well, that's both of them combined.
Okay, 2.5 both of them combined.
But parcel, like the other parcel, like I said, it's probably maybe, let me guess, 30 feet wide by however long the length, by whatever my property is there. I got a weird shaped lot. Yeah. Property. Hell, I just want to leave this for my granddaughters and stuff like that because the way, I don't know what the real estate market is where the houses are continually going to increase, but I don't see my granddaughters maybe, ever able to afford to buy a house with how much money they want down on them. If they say you got to put 20% down in the houses you got that are available, even old run down things in Phoenix are like $200,000 now. And I don't see how my granddaughters could even save that amount. So I'm just going to leave this property to them.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that owning land is usually a very good investment.
Yeah.
And you hear the story about Florida in the 30s. People were buying swampland sight unseen at the time for thousands of dollars, which was a bunch of money back in the 30s, right? And as if it was a real estate scam, right? But those lots, if those people held them till today, those same lots in the swamps are worth millions of fucking dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of times these developers, we had one. It was back in the 70s. His name was Kemper Marley. He was a real estate developer, property broker, whatever the hell. He bought thousands of acres out in the desert. And to escape paying certain amounts of property taxes, he kept that place designated as agriculture property. But what kind of agriculture can you do out in the desert? You can graze cows out there if you're lucky. But he found a way to get an exemption for a while there. He got onto this something called dry barley, where they just sprinkle some kind of a barley out on his property seed and then expect it to just grow from the rain. It never did. But for years and years and years, he got out of millions of dollars and having to pay his share of taxes just having a designated agricultural property.
Well, did he know somebody? I mean, why did they buy it if it was obviously not agricultural?
Because it was land speculation. The land he bought was north of a community called Scottsdale. And I don't want to disparage anybody, but that's where all the rich people, the affluent peoples live. And he bought property that was adjacent to that, knowing there was going to be future growth. And and then when the city of Scottsdale incorporated that into their jurisdiction or whatnot, his taxes was going to go way up on that property. So he found that agricultural loophole, and he never produced any barley on it anyway. And then
Well, could you raise cactus?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe you could save harvesting prickly pear pads, but we know everybody knows what his intent was. It was, he speculated on that land before he bought it, or maybe he got some insider information, that he was the city of Scottsdale was going to incorporate that, and it just made that property go way sky high. And that was in the 70s.
Yeah, Samuel Moose. I'm reading what you're saying, and I guess in some cases that's true, right? Homeowners organizations or whatever. The trick is don't live in buy land that's not part of an homeowners organization, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when I lived growing up living with my mom, she had one of them townhomes in Phoenix, and they had one of those homeowners associations, and they have, their board members that are, are on the board and stuff. And they were the homeowners association was supposedly responsible things for like the roofs and the exterior stuff and the fences on your property and stuff. And as the regular folks stuff started to deteriorate, you could complain till the cows come home and they wouldn't do nothing. And there were things you couldn't do. But if you was one of the board members, your concerns and your fixes that were needed got addressed almost immediately, and even made exemptions for them where we weren't allowed to have anything but a wooden fence around the little patio area my mom had. But then the board members end up getting nice stucco block walls around it, their roofs redone.
Wait. Did you pay homeowners fees?
Yes.
You paid them homeowners dues?
Yep, we had to, and it took my mom like 8 years for them to finally fix her roof. And they by their bylaws or whatever, they was responsible for the roof, and it was just one of the flat roofs where they just put that spray foam down on it, and then some kind of.
Did they care what color you? Did they care what color you painted your house?
Oh yeah, you wasn't allowed to paint your house by this one's here. But it was.
Why would someone live in some place they got to pay money, and then it tells them what they can't do, right? I just don't understand why you wouldn't just buy a house. And I guess it depends where you're living, right? But Callie Ford, what's up?
Ford.
Okay, Smooth Keys, why don't you play for a minute or two? We'll listen to you for a couple minutes.
I'm going to duck away just for a minute. I'll be back in a second. Going to wander in the house.
All right.
Do what you do, New River.
Brother. Be not the good brother. Yeah, got me, yeah, brother. Yeah. Let me find.
I'm back. Had to go grab my accessories. I remember that song, Lean on Me.
Yep.
Yeah, Bill
Absolutely.
something. Is it Bill Withers? What did you? You were supposed to go with him. I told her she needed light bulbs, and she doesn't. All right.
Thank you, Smooth Keys. I'll come back to you in a bit. Thank you. You got George there with you?
Yeah, George finally came back in the room.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was out there
he was
tucking
doing his reptile feeding, or he had to pick him up and put him back in the enclosures for the night.
Yeah, he tossing lizards in their heated houses, but now it was like 69 degrees this morning when I got up, and we don't technically have to put them in. And it got to like 92 degrees up here today, and they're saying
Really?
we're going to be at 100 soon, so I can't wait.
Well, they don't want to put her away anymore. She was warm.
Yeah, my biggest tortoise, he didn't go in the box tonight. He's so big and heavy, none of us can pick him up, so he's going to sleep in the yard out there tonight. I might
Tortoise
even,
in the yard, huh? Now, I
Yeah.
hear stories in Florida when it gets cold, the iguanas fall out of the trees, right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
What?
Yeah.
Did they fall out of trees?
Yeah, anything below like 55 degrees for tropical reptiles, or even the basic of them, prolonged exposure, that kind of temperatures, a detriment to their health.
Yeah, they fall out of the trees.
Yeah. Now the biggest thing in Florida that's affecting their health is people. I know they're invasive there, invasive species, but plenty of YouTube videos where people are out there having a good time blasting them out of the trees and stuff. I'm not down for that.
What do they got?
It is what it is.
Nutria, you said?
What's that?
What did you say? Nutria?
No, I
iguana?
said I was talking about iguanas. They're an invasive species in Florida, and the biggest threat to them now are these people going out there and just blasting them
Just
out of the
shooting them,
trees
okay.
with air
So I know
rifles and
in
stuff
Florida,
like that.
in Florida they hunt nutria, which are big rodents that live in the little waterways, right? And that's legal and condoned and even encouraged, right?
Yeah, but
they don't care how many nutria you kill, right?
Yeah, and I guess you can eat those things too, or they're.
I would not be
I thought
eating
they
a
were
rodent, I don't think, but I know in Brazil they eat the capivaras, so whatever.
Yeah.
The other thing that's invasive species in Florida are these massive pythons, right?
Yeah, I've seen that there too. The big Burmese pythons, and I guess I've heard him say that the reticulated pythons might be breeding there too, and these other ones called African rock pythons. Yeah.
And they were all brought to Florida, right? Yeah.
Yeah, some people are saying that because of some of them are hurricanes, that people who had outdoor enclosures with them and tore them apart and they escaped that way. But a lot of it is from people, when a snake gets too big, you can't find a home for it, and they take it out and turn it loose. Well, that's ridiculous. That I don't know. That's just stupid. And yeah. So, and then the other thing there too is all their waterways are infested with invasive species of fish that didn't belong there to begin with as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Apparently the Mississippi and its tributaries are having an issue with the non-native carp, the ones that jump out of the water, right?
Yeah, I've heard that there too. And then on the lower ends, they got this other invasive fish called a snakehead. That's pretty much predatory on all the other things like your bass and stuff.
The snakehead fish eats all the indigenous species, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they say that there too, and I wouldn't doubt it. Out here, the biggest invasive thing we got in our waterways is those things they call zebra mussels.
Oh, zebra mussels, they got them in the Great Lakes now, and they tried for years. You know, zebra mussels suck, right? They're terrible.
They clog up dams and all kinds of things. You know, water plumbing and yeah.
Okay.
What's that? Here.
I got a question for you, Yumi. Is that you over at Tiffany's, or is that someone else?
Are you watching this one?
No, I just turned it on so I could have some dim light, so that I could be seen on the chat, JR.
Okay.
You can put on anything, just if you turn on the game, leave the volume down.
Okay. Your house, quiet person?
Right there.
I got some coffee brewing.
That's cool, huh?
You got an iguana on your
Yeah, that's cool.
thing.
Let me see what Smooth Keith is up to. I should take advantage. Smooth Keith, you want to play another song?
Yes, sir.
This would be a good time to do that.
Okay.
Hot one on the freezing. Let me see.
Okay. You can change that channel if you want. I'm not watching.
device connected.
Did your tortoise take a dump in its food dish? Always. You need to clean that.
I don't.
Okay. It's warm enough. Start putting her outside.
First thing I'll tell you is when I get up. She goes there, she wants to
Okay. Now I got a question for New River.
Sure.
Do your reptiles respond to music?
Not that I've noticed, but I have noticed that, say, like my shelves where my tanks are, where I keep some of them. If I had a radio up there and the vibrations were going, it does. I don't know if it annoys them or what, but sometimes it gets them kind of prowling around and stuff, and I'm not sure if they like it. So that's one thing
Yeah.
I avoid. Is that same thing with my fish tanks too. But if I have music there and it's doing vibration, the fish, I've seen them actually acting kind of jerky, like spazzing around. So yeah.
You think it's because it's on the same shelf, therefore it causes vibration, right?
Yeah, it might be more of a vibrational thing than it would be an actual hearing thing, maybe.
Hello, quiet person.
Person.
Hello?
Yep,
Hello?
we can hear you.
Oh, hey. This new laptop's working great then.
You can hear us?
Yes.
Perfect. It's all good then.
How's family?
Nice to see you, gal pal.
Same here.
I see you. With their Green Bay Packers mug.
So, interesting. I was at the lock the other day watching one of those boats come through, right?
Yeah.
The fake paddle wheelers, right? Isn't that what they are?
Oh, yeah, the Mark Twain. I'm not sure if it's a fake one or it just had a cover of the paddle wheel.
Now, someone in the chat said it's not a real paddle wheel.
I can believe it. There's not too many real paddle wheels on the Mississippi anymore. There's probably there's two, but they got sold off and maybe even scrapped.
Mm-hmm. So the name of that boat was the Mark Twain, was it? What was that one?
Yes, Mark Twain.
Was there a Mark Twain that has a real paddle? Because when I was in Louisiana, we saw a Mark Twain on the.
No, this one is just a small dinner cruise boat. It has a cover in the paddle wheel, so I'm not sure if it's actually actual paddle boat or if it's just.
But it's a commercial boat. It's a tourist attraction or something, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, so it's probably
Uh-oh.
this.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they still operate a paddle boat or two on the Colorado River. I think it's in connection with the casinos near Laughlin.
With the casinos, huh?
Yeah, a lot of the paddle boats are casino operated. There's actually American Cruise Lines. They folded last year, and they had American Queen, I think it was.
In fact, they even got one at the Lake Pleasant. They got a paddle boat that takes them on tours. There's a big lake near me about, 10 miles from me called Lake Pleasant. Yeah, I think they got a paddle boat up there at their marina.
But some of the paddle
can use-
boats are actually diesel operated.
Oh yeah, they're no longer steam. At least not these ones here aren't.
Diesel operated paddle, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
no one uses steam anymore. You got to burn raw coal, right, to make steam, or at least that was what
Or
they
boil.
did, right?
I want to say there was one that actually was, coal driven.
Coal driven, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was American Queen. Oh,
Oh God, that's hot.
I think it's just the inside of his house, Dutchman. My chat's screwed up. Maybe my computer went down over here. I don't know. Okay.
What kind of wall decoration must be?
Yeah, that's a wall decoration. You want to see it? Let's have a look. Nope. That's maybe his keyboard.
Oh.
That is, look at that. There you go. Let's listen to
yeah, I
him for
think
a
his
minute.
camera's pointing upward to the
Sideways.
ceiling. Yeah.
That's
No,
sideways.
upward to the
That's the
ceiling.
logo on the keyboard.
That's imagine.
Yes? Beg your pardon?
Huh?
Oh. I don't know. I thought someone called my name.
No, I said duh. I said does that say magic? And then I said, oh, music. Duh.
Yeah. I did the same.
Turn on your tablet for me. I want to do something on it real quick. Get me on YouTube.
Okay.
I think the Easter Bunny left me some Easter treats outside.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
As long as
nice.
they don't look like rabbit pellets or Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, never mind. Forget it.
No,
Never
he
mind.
left,
It's too late.
he left me some mini Cadbury mini eggs.
Never mind.
Oh no! Show that, gal pal.
The mini eggs are the best. Those little mini eggs, the hard shell around them. Those ones. Those I can't wait to buy a bag of those and bring them home.
Cadbury. Oh, Cadbury mini eggs.
Those are the ones, the mini eggs.
I think Cadbury is like a UK candy, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's British.
And of course, there was a Reese's peanut butter Easter egg under there too.
So the Easter Bunny already visited your house.
He was outside apparently when I was out there trimming my bushes. I found some Easter candy out there. Not sure who the Easter Bunny was or what he was doing outside my house, but
It's a little early.
Well, there you go.
You know, when you're a good girl, the Easter Bunny comes early. I wonder if he'll come tonight.
You're lucky.
I keep waiting for Ozzy to make some quick moves.
Well, Leah, how could someone come and leave something on your porch without Ozzy alerting you?
Well, if I'm sleeping, if he's not real rambunctious, I wouldn't notice it. Or he might be a friend of Ozzy's. Ozzy might just be like, "Oh, I know who that is." Right? Only certain people he makes a to-do about.
Okay.
I have neighbors that still he won't let them pet him.
I'm different. I get all kinds of dogs that come to my house.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Smooth Keys for a few minutes. Let's see what he's got going. Smooth Keys, you got the floor again.
Man, I've been working on the piano keys for a long, long time.
Okay.
All right, Doug. I'm getting ready to go to sleep.
Okay, I'm doing good. I appreciate you coming up. We did listen to some stuff you played. I thought it was great.
Thank you.
It's always good to hear you, Smooth Keys. Good to see you.
I
too.
know that's right.
Okay. Good night, Smooth Keys. Thank you for coming. Okay. Having a look around. Sad and JoJo is still up. I'm sure I posted their link earlier.
Yes, you did.
Joe G is still up. Guy's still up. I know I posted his link. Jarl's up. I don't know if I think I posted Jarl's link too.
Jarl's still up from when he went up?
It says 5 hours.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's a while to be up there, right?
Jarl.
Yeah, Jarl sometimes has very short streams. Yeah, absolutely. So let me just go look and see what tomorrow's National Day is. Oh, what the fuck.
Ooh. So you had rain all day. I just had it first thing this morning.
It eased up now, but we did have rain all day long. Yeah.
It was so nice going to work. Coming home from work. You had a little sliver of the moon, clear skies, and then clouds. I think we're supposed to have rain tonight.
Lobster Newburgh Day.
Damn it. Get me back. I just screwed this up. I probably just.
What kind of day was it?
I guess I'll use them both.
Sorry.
Mm. Okay, New River, you playing Grand Theft Auto over there?
No, I was telling a friend of mine on another that I frequently chat with on another live stream about your channel this morning, and I'd asked her to join us sometime, and I was trying because I'm having trouble seeing, but I'm trying to type a message to her telling her that you guys are live right now.
Ask her to come. Is it someone I might know?
Probably not, but I'll give you her name and I'll give a shout out to her. She's a lady I met who lives in Jamaica. She's got her own blog. Her name is Ven Miller in one word. But I say Ven, V-E-N, Ven Miller is one word. But I say hi to her.
But it's a lady?
Yeah. Yeah. She's just I like to chat with people that are in other countries, like I don't, like Gal Pal, in SA and people. I like to get the flavor of what's going on around the world. And she's in Jamaica, and she's a really nice lady, And I typically
I'm sub to several streamers in Jamaica. In fact,
yeah, we met that fisherman and that other woman.
Yeah. Bumpy. Her name's Bumpy, right?
Yeah.
I drop by in the mornings if I see she's streaming and say a good morning to her, and stuff like that. Give her some advice on. She's always got some repairs going on, and she has some plumbing issues. So I've given her some little bit of technical advice and shared some links with her.
What's the name of her channel? Zen Miller?
Ven. VEN. And then it's
Ven.
Miller in one word.
There's going to be a problem there.
Is it
Ven
vlog
Miller.
or just Ven Miller?
Ven Miller, yeah. Yeah.
But
She's
it's
a
a
pretty nice
female.
lady. She likes to share what's going on in her life and stuff, and sometimes can be a little difficult for me to understand her because sometimes she goes back and the way her dialect is for the way they speak English in Jamaica, which is a little bit different. But other than that, I have a good time there.
Yeah, Jamaicans speak English in a way that makes it hard for us to understand. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you
But
feel
that-
like putting
I
her
would
link in the chat?
I would, but I can't if I can't get back to YouTube while I'm on your panel. But
Okay.
'cause I
You
can't
can't get
see the chat or whatever, and I can't do anything from George's thing. So I was just
from
trying to
George's
type
thing.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was
Okay.
gonna send her a quick message. I'd have to tell her this is New River using a friend's tablet so she
Mhm.
doesn't get confused. But I was talking about you guys there this morning.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I show stealth on that gun right there. I was playing the animal, that hunting deer animal.
All right.
I was got to blow up one shot, killed it, got it, and tagged it.
Okay. Shh. Shh. I'm on the panel. Shh. Shh. You're not listening. No, not right now. I'm on the panel. I'm trying to do something.
Behave.
Yeah, be cool.
I sniped it.
Okay.
But they sniped the red tap out, Dad. I'm trying to be a lot nicer. Love you, Dad.
Love you too, Junior.
You good? You're very kind to me, Dad. I try to be. I live and I try.
I'll just.
New River, you game?
What's that?
Hey, New River, you game?
Game.
Play video
I
games?
didn't. I don't so much. Once in a while, I'll jump in and play a little Grand Theft Auto online with my buddy George, who's next to me. But he's the gamer. He's the gamer here, George. I'm having trouble. Let me see. I'm having trouble seeing who that is because I got an eye condition that restricted me on my reading and stuff. But whoever's saying that, hello to you.
Hello. It's from Quiet Person.
Yes,
that's,
what?
that's our friend Quiet Person.
Quiet Person. Okay, I don't believe I've met you before. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Nice
Say
meeting
hi,
you too.
Jim.
I think your other friend was on the stream last time I was on.
Jimbo. Jimbo?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on with Jimbo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, A-Cat. Thanks.
Oh, take it off.
Bye,
I'll see you today, Kat.
Bye, Yumi. Thank you.
You're going to be up streaming for a little bit longer, Dougie?
Probably. I usually stay up till after midnight anyway. Usually till if it gets to be about 1 o'clock, I start thinking about shutting down.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an hour and 20 minutes probably.
So we met Quiet Person at a river stream. I had been watching it. No one was talking there. So I'm like, Doug, I found a stream we can go to and we can talk. And Quiet Person was the only one.
Because I subscribed to him like 3 days before he went online.
He did. The channel did have a couple of live streams. I was like, Doug, there was one other person that talked there and randomly a couple of weird names. But me and Doug started talking there. She came in and started talking. Of course, we looked her up. But then all of a sudden the channel owner, he came in on his channel name and started talking to us.
Mm-hmm.
So he came to. Did he come to your place, or did
He
we
came
just?
here, yeah.
Yeah, we kept it. She came first. She came and sat on the panel. We were like, keep it on the lowdown. We don't want our whole group of people coming and hanging out with us.
Don't talk about ORC.
Yeah.
Dutchman, I don't know where Jimbo is tonight, but he comes. He does come. He's been coming lately.
But I found another, like, Mississippi River channel that's dedicated to barges. And it's been on for a year.
There's tons of places. That's what. Remember, Doug? We saw what's her name. We won't say her name, but she was the one. I've been in here how long? I didn't know there was so many live streams, and I was literally laughing. I was like, "Are you kidding?"
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
First year I was in YouTube, I must have found, I don't know, 1,500 chat sites. And
If I made a note every time I found a new chat site, I would have a book full already of sites.
And then that's how I started, like, being on to people having different accounts, because I would go and look in and I'd be like, wait, how did so and so get here when they only chatted way over there on the other side of the world? And they'd be talking to someone and I'd be like, wait, who is this person they're talking to? Like they've known them forever when I've never seen them before.
That happened, I think, last night. I jumped on that ORC chat, and there's one of the moderators for Killhook on the ORC chat.
Okay.
What's even funnier is we have Brock Hershey, who talks about silk from Kentucky, and then there's another name on that chat. I looked it up, and it's another like felon guy from prison in Kentucky, and I'm like, ah! Everybody looks up felon people from Kentucky and talks under their names.
Hello, matchmakers. Thanks for coming by.
Hey, matchmaker.
Hello, matchmaker. No, I think there was a guy on the ORC chat. His name's Wheelie.
I'm done.
He's from Australia. So I never thought he would get on the ORC chat.
Coffee made ready, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go and check one in a few.
Hey, we got Math Pig back too. What's up, Math Pig? Haven't seen you in a while.
Gerv, quiet person is who you got your thing gifted from.
Your membership. Yeah, Quiet Person is gifted a lot of memberships. I've noticed that.
Yeah. You have to look into the YouTube settings.
One link for Math Pig coming up.
And you have to have like gift memberships signed up or whatever. Yeah, I try to gift everybody a membership.
We were going to there before he even had monetized and had memberships, right? I mean, when he started, he didn't have enough subs.
Yeah, you didn't have enough subs.
So with the ORC chat, he posted like a message saying he was going to get his camera up.
Yep.
Because someone on the Kilka chat, Block 19, whatever, someone asked if there was a camera on the Ohio River. So I just, looked it up. And that's when I realized that, ORC was going online in like 3 days.
Hello, Math Pig. How you doing?
Evening.
So yes, I was pretty much the first person like watching it.
So you found it looking for a cam on the Ohio River, and you came across it.
Yeah, because I said someone was asking if there's a Ohio River camera, And I just happened to look online and seen that ORC was like 3 days away from getting the cameras online.
Yeah. I got a lot of barge traffic on the Hudson out here. I'm wondering if I should go down one day with my tripod and set up a live stream, just looking, but it'll be far away. The Hudson River is 3 miles wide here. So often the barges are like 1.5 miles away, the ones going up the river, when you're standing on the shore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be close enough or it would get a good enough shot or you'd see it all well enough. You know what I mean?
Do you know what would be interesting, Dougie? If you took maybe a GoPro, if you have a GoPro and you threw it out with maybe a lure or something, you know, like heavy fishing lure, and it landed in the middle of the river, pointing down the river, you would catch all the fish in the water. And
yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, if it's going the right flow, you wouldn't have any of the bubbles or anything like that. You know, it would be a nice clear shot. Hoping you get linear flow. Like. Thank you, by the way, for letting me on.
Yeah, thank you for coming up. It's been a long time since you've been here, like a real long time, right?
Well, I see you going live on your porch and stuff. It's just the timing doesn't match for me to come in and stuff like that. You know, you be going when I be live, but I do be around watching. You know, I'm everywhere. But no, I just don't have the opportunity to join that often.
That's fine. I appreciate that you came. Do you know New River Troll up in the top next to me?
Howdy.
Pardon?
My friend, New River Troll. NRT. He's up there.
I see NRT. I see the thing behind them. I'm wondering if they've got buyer's regret, but that's a whole different political conversation.
You know what? And we're really not supposed to go there on Doug's chat, you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
We don't do the politics here.
You know, anybody can.
We don't do the politics here.
No. I'm only.
Of course, Math Pig, you know Gal Pal, right? Over here, SGP.
I talk about that stuff, but out of respect to Doug, I'm just declining.
Oh, no. I was just poking fun. I'm Irish and I'm, you know.
No. If Doug will allow me to
put that up.
You just won't. I'm as happy as can be, you know. But beyond that, I'm not going to go any further. I don't have.
Well, I'm glad. Being happy is the best thing that you can achieve.
Hey, kiddos.
Yeah.
Kiddles told a funny joke. He said, "What did one cat say to the other cat?" There you go.
Who stole my cat?
Oh, Kiddles. I saw you asking for the link over at Tiffany's. I guess she didn't give you the link, huh? I don't know what that's about. I was gonna go running in if you went up, but you didn't go up. I thought I would see you pop up there. Anyway,
I'm sorry. I may have caused some.
Don't worry about nothing. We're all good. We only go forwards. We don't look behind. We go forwards.
Right? Here's a story for you. Took my wee girl go-karting. Yeah, Saturday passed. First time ever. She was 8. She was flat lit for about 15 minutes until she drifted that much that she crashed into the wall and knocked her head support or neck support clean off her. But yeah, great time. You know,
go-karts are fun.
Go-karts are fun.
Oh,
yeah,
I used to blow them up back in the day. But go-karts when I was a teenager, me and my buddies would go. We get kicked off the track and banned from tracks, just like you get banned from chats.
NRT, I brought my mother with us, right, which would be my child's grandmom, you know, to take pictures and be involved in the day and stuff. And whenever we were younger, she went to work one day. We came home from school, you know, of that age, 16, 17, you know, and we went up into the attic, took her 1920s antique pram out of the attic, ripped the wheels and the axle off it, and made a go-kart for the hill. And she came home and she was, let's just say, not impressed, you know. And she made that joke when we were going go-karting. She was like, the best you could do was steal my flipping antique pram from the attic. And my daughter gets a petrol go-kart, you know, it does about 30 miles an hour.
50 miles an hour, yeah. We made go-karts that were gravity go-karts to go down the hill only.
Yeah.
We made a couple of them They never made it. I don't think any ones that we ever made it more than one trip down the hill before they were falling apart. We weren't the best of engineers at the age of 10, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the first time we
So,
did it, my cousin ended up with a false tooth in the front because we forgot to add brakes. Our
yeah,
brake,
don't put the brakes on. That's not good.
yeah, our brakes that time was hit the curb, he go flying, and yeah.
Yeah.
I think if I remember correctly, we made one and I'm going down the hill and it's actually falling apart while I'm going down the hill. So,
What's really cool here, Dougie, is I live in a wee village, and the closest town, not a city, the closest town would be about 5-6 mile away, and every July they do a soapbox derby down there.
soapbox. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A soapbox go-kart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do an actual soapbox competition down the main street of the hill and close it off for the day and stuff. Like, it's a whole family team sort of thing that you get here, like, which is quite fun. I've watched it once, never been involved. The child's mother won't let me get involved because I showed her a video of it, and it's like, she'll die. She's not going to die.
Kiddo, let me just remove the comment. Don't take it personally.
Yeah.
But we're not going to call
Sometimes
people by name like that, okay? Just saying.
Hey, sometimes
Don't worry
it's
about it. I'm not
easier
mad,
to
kiddos. I'm just telling you why I'm removing your comment.
That worked for me.
So, when I lived out west, they had go-kart tracks. You could go and pay the fee and use their cart, find a helmet that fits, or you bring your own. And I did that a few times with my kid when he was young. And that was great fun. And they were gas powered. They were like 2-stroke engines.
Yes, that's what I put her in. Yeah.
They were like 2-stroke engines. And they would do about 30 miles an hour. And they had a track, and it was a big track.
Yeah, this one was like an indoor inside a warehouse, like wooden
This was
floors.
indoors. This track was indoors.
Yeah, it was indoors with hills up.
So
and
it's all
down.
flat. There's no grades in it. It's all flat.
Oh,
Everything is
no, it's 2 levels. It's in like a warehouse, sort of like
2
in an
levels.
industrial
Yeah.
place. You've got 2 levels. You go up and down. You interact between them. Like, probably think of 2 figure 8s across 2 levels interacting.
Yep, I got it. That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also do a thing for £5.50. You can strap a GoPro to the helmet. So I did that for the child, and I did that for me. So, it's over an hour's worth of footage of her racing and getting her reactions and her waving and looking where she's looking and all. Like, it's great.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to do the go-karts that were like the 5-horse centrifugal clutch motors, and they just had the tires roped together around the tracks and stuff.
I literally got banned from driving before I got my driver's license. NRT. We used to go out and do all that sort of stuff. At one stage, I owned a 2-liter Pinto Ford Capri, like the British version of the Mustang. I've got like a picture of my wee girl sitting on the bonnet and all. Like, cars are fun.
Yeah.
Do you have any go-kart stories, quiet person?
What?
Do you have any go-kart stories?
No, not really.
No? Okay.
Just we had a Kmart here in Kodiak.
Yeah, I saw that. You said they put one in the Kmart, right?
Yeah, it was like a little recreational area kids could go at. But they had a go-kart area, like a laser tag area. But then eventually the rent got too high, so I closed it down. And it got bought out by Firm Home Supply. But, here in Kodiak is now trying to make it to like a sports area. So there's like a pickleball area, football, baseball. The only store that's left in Kodiak Mall is actually Dollar General and Chinese place.
But when we were young, out in Nanuet by the mall, someplace, I don't know what it was, big warehouse closed or opened up or something, and they put a indoor skateboard park in it.
There's
And
actually
so I was like 12, 13, 14 years old.
in Kilcock they actually have a skateboard like area. I mean, nothing fancy. And it's next to all inclusive like playground area with a how should I say not exactly a water park, but something similar like a splash pad, that's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really nice
Yeah,
place.
and now the thing, when I was out west, they also opened up in big like warehouse spaces, indoor paintball arenas where people would go. You'd go with a team or you'd go alone. I don't know how it really worked, but it was indoor paintballing. So
Yeah, they have one, I think, in Quincy, Illinois. They have like indoor paintball arena, laser tag, all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
they got that stuff going on out here too. Paintball.
Yep.
Arenas and stuff.
Paintball, fun paintball. I have paintball guns.
cool. What about you, Math Pig, in Ireland? Do they do that paintball stuff?
We do have paintballing. I live quite close to what would be an old mill, like an old grinding mill from the 1920s, whatever. It was bought over by an activity center. You can throw hatchets, you can do paintballing, you can do chalkballing, and they do have the paintballing indoor. My half brother is actually really into it. He's bought like the full outfits, and he's got like 6 wee paintballing guns and an AK-47 paintballing gun, and he goes there quite regularly.
Cool.
Yeah.
My son was into it. He was on a team. They had a whole crew of paintballers, and they would travel around out west to like other communities and set up to have like battles. He did that for a while.
Like
when he was in high school. My son is 34 now.
On the concept of me being Irish, and a lot of people, I would assume everybody here is from America, yes, except for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have activities around with guns, to talk gun laws. I have 2 up the stairs. I have a shotgun and a .22 up the stairs. If you've ever seen my daughter, you'll understand why I bought guns. But we do have these activities and go out and do that, but they're very well regulated over here. I actually had to renew my gun license quite recently, and funny story, if you've ever been an older man and been caught by a cold breeze, you have to go to the toilet there and then. You need to go just there and then. You can dance all you want, you need to go to the toilet. And I peed up against the wall outside of a shop one time and was caught on camera. The person who was the manager reported it to the police. I had to do a written apology to the shop. And when I reapplied for my gun license to get it renewed, I got a letter a week before my gun license saying, this thing's popped up. You've got an ASBO. You're not a nice guy, but we're going to give you your gun license, but we're watching you. And then sent me out my gun.
Dang.
It's quite. Me and my mate was quite funny. My mate was actually going to frame the little card. He was like, "You got an ASBO for taking a piss. I'm putting this up on the wall. This." But it was more about the restrictions on the gun license and stuff when we were talking about laser tag. We can do those things. There's clay pigeon shooting with shotguns around here.
Clay pigeons with 12 gauge, yeah.
Yeah. There's at least within 15 miles of me, at least 3 legal gun shops that you can go to and with the right paperwork buy whatever is necessary, But it is all very restrictive. The fact that I peed against the wall, I got a warning and maybe not get my guns back,
Well, you pee against the wall, right? So.
Okay. What, did they take your guns?
Oh,
or do you have to have it stored somewhere else?
To be fair, NRT, the guy who's in charge of our local area for doing the paperwork, that works for the police, he rang me and says, "Do you know your gun license is 3 months out of date?" And I was like, I did not. And he was like, yeah, you need to get that stuff sorted. And then that went on for about another 6 months. And the day that I sent my paperwork away, 2 police officers actually arrived at the door and was like, right, you've been fucking around for 6 months. You haven't done your paperwork. Give us your guns. And when you get it sorted, you'll get them back. So they did.
Wow.
They took them for the 6 months, 7 months it took for the paperwork to get sorted.
Wow.
And they had to deliver them back to me. I wasn't allowed to pick them up. They had to come and bring them back to me. They also had to come into the house and check that my gun cabinet was of standard, that I had a set of keys, that there was no ammunition when the guns came back and all. Because I'd put in the paperwork, I was keeping them for records, you know, just because they're nice and they're pretty and stuff. And
Yeah. They're pretty restrictive on what you're allowed to have over there too. Just shotguns.
to be fair, man, I work in a business in a factory that has at least 30% ex-army. Because the guy that runs it is ex-army, and there's one guy I know there that has like 14 guns. Like his thing to do in the weekends is to go out and do vermin control for people and to get paid for it. You know, he told me a
And
story.
he has them all legally.
Legally, 100% legally. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he got pulled over one time when him and his mate were going on holiday, and between the two of them, I think there was 23 guns in the vehicle. And him and his mate are ex-army. They also had their legal paperwork and stuff and all. Like, but yeah, imagine pulling someone over and there's like 23 guns in the car. It's like, oh my god!
Why do you got to take 23 guns with you on holiday?
Because they were doing like lots of shooting and stuff and all. And they're ex-army guys, and NRT knows what we're talking
They're
about.
ex-army guys. Okay, yeah, I get it.
Different calibers, different variations and stuff. You know, some might be bolt action, some might be, I don't know, there, but semi-auto. Just so the guys can. And the guys, you know, like I've gone out shooting with lots of my buddies, and they'll pass me guns that they got that I don't. Here, try this out, and vice versa. You know,
Yeah.
but at least out here, we're not. It's not so restrictive. The only time I'd have to have a permit for would be if I had any class 3, which is full auto, which I don't, and I have no desire to possess those. But we can have AK-47s, ARs, shotguns, you know. And all that.
All I can handle at the minute by my license is a shotgun and a .22. That's my limitation at the minute. If I want any more, I have to go and get more checks done and stuff like that.
Yeah, you mean like what we always call them 22s or like 22 long rifle bullets?
Oh yeah, like it's a wee air rifle. You put like wee metal caps, like wee pointy things. You've got a maximum range of about 40 meters. You know, pigeons, rabbits, things like that. You know, nothing at long distance or anything like that. You know,
yeah.
I have the shotgun, and I fired the shotgun once. I inherited the shotgun from my biological father, and it's very pretty. It's also a double trigger over under, which is quite rare over here. And he was going to get them destroyed because his license ran out. He didn't do shooting anymore. So I took his guns. The air rifle, I think, is from 1982. The air rifle is actually a year older than I am.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Yeah.
Good to see you, Nervous Rider. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
You know,
out here, you don't even have to have a concealed carry.
the air rifle is just good fun. I like target shooting. You know, target shooting.
Used to hunt animals, and I just quit. I just lost my heart changed on that. You know, I'm not against people that still hunt or anything by any means, but I just didn't feel like doing it anymore.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not going to talk about the rich and tax the rich and all that there sort of stuff, but for me to go deer hunting legally over here because I have a gun license but don't own the rifle myself, and to go to a plot of land for me to do that, minimum £5,000-6,000 for me to go and legally,
5,000 to 6,000 pounds.
Holy
yep. For me to legally do it as a person who wants to. Now, don't get me wrong. That guy at work that owns all them guns, he's hard. And he can go out and he does it. You know, the last time he had more meat than he needed to, you know. But he's paid to do that because that's what his interest is and stuff. But for someone who just wanted to do it as a one-off, I would have to pay to go to a private plot of land with this, that, and the other and it's a minimum of, including the accommodation for 3 days. You also get to take the head home, but the head isn't of the animal that you killed. It's one of someone who killed it a year before, because it takes time to get it this, that, and the- like it's a whole waste of money, you know.
You get to keep the meat and everything from it.
Not of the animal you killed.
Yeah, you get to eat. Do you get to bring the meat home from the animal?
Well, if I went out and say, for talk's sake,
No,
went over,
he would not. He's saying not from his animal.
no, it's one from maybe 6 months before that's went through the process and it's been cured and stuff. You don't get the raw meat to take home and do what you want with it.
I used to hunt deer in Montana when I lived out west. I hunted deer in Montana. I went about 5 times. I got 5 deer.
Yeah.
I was younger. I was in my 20s and maybe up into my early 30s. But I haven't hunted. Now I'm 60. I haven't hunted in like about 30 years.
As I said, that guy that gets paid, he literally gets paid to go out and keep their numbers low. So not only does he get money, he gets the meat as well. But that's because he went through the legal route, so he's maybe a wee bit better off. But yeah, for me to do it, it takes a big whack of money.
Yeah, no, the hunting license is not expensive. If you own your own 3006, it's not hard. I knew people who had land that we could hunt on, so it wasn't an issue like that, and we could stay there. Lodging and accommodation costs a little money, but you shoot the deer, and I mean, it's a lot of meat. We would get it processed up in Montana and drive back to Wyoming with the meat in the car the next day.
Now, my mum owns a wee bit of land, but it's
did all that
out.
myself.
Oh, you butcher yourself, NRT. Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we got designated areas. You got to have a hunting license, of course. You put in for what they call a draw for during a certain time slots where it's open for the things, and then if you got to pay for a tag, which is what you put on the animal, and that's about it. You just drive out as long as you're in the area that you put in for. And
We have to tag the deers we shoot. We have to tag them. Absolutely.
Would you be a fan of the Outdoor Boys, NRT?
Hello, Delta Dawn. Thank you for coming.
The Outdoor Boys. It's a YouTube channel. It's a guy that lives in Alaska, and he does all outdoor shooting and hunting and living off the land. And
yeah, I don't. I'm down for anybody who's outdoors. I live in desert property. I'm out in the desert, surrounded by mountains and stuff. I grew up hunting myself, but their environment's pretty cold. But I like watching videos. I don't watch so much hunting videos anymore because I'm not an active participant. I go through phases of what it is I watch. Sometimes I watch the guys that are at ranges shooting or hiking videos, and plus I do a lot of that. I used to do a lot of that on my own.
John Wainwright.
Yeah,
thank you for coming. Greg Luckyberg, good to see you.
Me and my daughter. Me and my daughter go camping the first 2 weeks of August every year. The place that I work completely closes down, and I get her for that 2 weeks, and we spend at least maybe 7-8 days camping. It was 2 years ago. We did the entire west coast, southern coast, and east coast of Ireland in like 5 days. She was fucking exhausted. Sorry, she was flipping exhausted. But yeah, we did some wild.
I don't mind if you curse here. You could curse.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Sorry.
Don't curse people. But it's okay to use curse words as adjectives. The way you did, that's fine.
Yeah, we do lots of camping and stuff beside the rivers. And I bought a blimmin' boat. Like a wee inflatable 3-person boat that we could go out and do fishing and stuff on.
Inflatable.
Yeah, like an inflatable, just an inflatable. Like I've got a big tent and stuff this year.
Makes it easier to travel with, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's about 12 kilo, but we're in the car, we drive up, and we usually just park up in a car park close to a lake or a forest and just be like, right, let's look, we'll see where nobody can find us.
Whatever you want it to be about, Lori Sue.
And
you got your little motor, or you going for the cardio?
Oh, yeah, right. You got this, right. There's a park we went to, I think it was in Kilkenny, NRT, right? and it's like a horseshoe path, right?
Good to
And
see you, Greg.
there's a big deep cave. It's about 150 foot down, and you can sort of sneak down into the water at the bottom. It's a big cool thing, right? But it's at the end of the
Lori's
horseshoe, like a big N shape. And I said to my wee girl, why should we waste walking 5 mile up and round like a big N? We should just cut across the middle. Yeah, I don't think anyone's cut across the middle in about 100 years, and we get lost for about an hour. And now she won't get into the boat because she get lost in the forest. Sorry.
Wow.
It's good. Let me respond to Lori Sue. Lori Sue, I made you a standard mod like everybody else. Please go at the bottom, click on more, and read basic channel guidelines. It's all the usual bullshit. Keep the chat pleasant. Don't bring negativity. Don't fight with people in the chat. Let's not do politics or religion. That's basically what it says. Keyword is pleasant. Let's keep the chat pleasant. That's what we do here. We don't have a topic we talk about or not. We don't have any goal with the channel, and I have no content whatsoever except what my guests bring to the panel. That's all I have to offer. Okay, I'm done. Lori Sue, thank you for coming. Please hang out and chat a bit.
Really?
Now you were telling us about the campsite with your daughter, right, Math Pig?
Yeah, well, that's just it's a thing. I don't want to say, I'm not making any negative comments, but her mum and me are not together. We were together for 4 or 5 years. We broke up, but we broke up in great terms. We're fantastic as a, co-parenting. But I would say her mother is far too tidy. She doesn't go out. She doesn't get dirty. Take your shoes off at the back door and stuff like that. And me and my wee girl are very outsidey. For my birthday last year, she asked me what I wanted to do, and we were camping at the bottom of a mountain, and I had totally planned this. I was like, there's a secret lake 5 kilometers up that mountain. Can we go find it? And she survived for about 4 kilometers with 2 dolls. And then she did get a little upset because she pushed herself too much. She was like, Daddy, I don't want to let you down, but I can't go anymore. So we walked back down the hill, and we're going down a different route, and about a kilometer down the hill, we come across this river. And I was like, honey, should we stay here? I've got a wee barbecue. We'll break it out. We'll have some burgers, give you some time to compose yourself, so to speak. And she's like, that'd be great. Now the sun's splitting the trees. And I turn around and take the barbecue out of my backpack. I set the barbecue up and I turn around, and my daughter has stripped all her clothes off and just jumped into the river.
Huh. She can swim, I take it.
Oh, well, it's not a deep river. I'm talking more a stream,
Okay.
She's in there throwing stones and picking up slime and stuff, not wearing a darn thing. Old people having a lovely walk on their nice summer's day. She's waving at them from sitting on a stone with not a stitch on her. I'm like, honey, I get you're a free spirit.
You said what? She was 8. You said she was 8 years old.
She just turned 8. This was when she was 7.
So she's 7. Yeah. Okay. Kids are innocent. Children like that are innocent. It's great. I think it's great that they're still innocent like that.
We do rivers, we do forests, we do the outside thing. I asked her, did she want to go on a hot holiday like her mother's taking her on? And she was like, no, Daddy, I'm too pale, I'm ginger, too much sun cream. Can we just go camping? It's a good woman. She actually picked, if you look this up, Dougie, if you look it up on Google Maps and you type in Goleen Harbour, Goleen Harbour, Ireland, that's where she has.
Golden Harbour. Okay.
Goleen, Goleen. We stayed there once before, and that is where she has picked for us to go again. Is like a self-sustaining sort of place. Even the showers are old, like Wild West sort of showers. You see your ankles and your head, and they're 15 foot away from the kitchen. That's also outside. It's all self-sustaining farms literally right on the cliff edge. You wake up in the morning, you get down.
Sounds beautiful. You jump. I've been to England several times. I've been to Scotland. I've never been to Ireland.
West Coast. If you go to Ireland, stick to the west and south coast. Absolutely beautiful. Kilkenny's also nice if you're into religion and old buildings. Kilkenny is just saturated with old churches and like old prairies and castles and stuff like that. So if you're into old
Yeah, that's what I
architecture,
love. That's what I liked about England. I did do a lot. I've traveled a bit quite a bit in England, and the
I would
old,
say
the 1,000-year-old castle. It's just beautiful thing. You know what I mean?
I would recommend flying into Shannon on the west coast, going a wee tour around the bottom, hitting Cork, and then coming up through Kilkenny into Dublin, and then fly home. You don't want to stay in Dublin. Do the west and the south coast, and then just hit
Oh
Dublin
yeah, I
before.
know. I got all of that.
Yeah, Ireland is beautiful. It rains 179 days of the year here. This is why it's so green and full of lovely, lush gardens.
It rains 179 days.
On
That
average,
sounds a lot like almost half the time, right?
pretty much, yes. But to be fair, rain is like we could describe rain in probably 7 different ways here. It's only spitting. It's raining cats. There's levels.
Mm-hmm.
So a wee bit of water probably counts as rain, but you just get used to it over here. You just
I want to
layer
say
it.
hello to Cleo. Thank you for coming in.
Look, Leo.
Hi, Cleo.
Here's some coffee.
Well, I've just actually got a warning from my living room and my self-sustained AI to tell me it's time to go to bed. They've started to switch the lights off in synchronicity.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I hate it when machines and stuff like that
So-
try to tell me what to do.
Well, you see, this is the thing, NRT. This is actually the thing. This is a homemade built one, totally by myself. I'm in full control of it.
Well, that's you. That's you enabling it to give you the reminders.
Yeah,
I
it's
hate
20.
it like an automobile. You go to roll your window down and it goes partially down or partially up. You got to go further. It's like I know how far to roll it down.
No,
You know?
it's 20 past 4 in the morning here, and I have a very bad habit of not sleeping, and I do have to get up at 5 to 7
Okay.
to get
Thank
ready.
you for coming. You've been.
Oh no,
it's
I'm
been-
still gonna hang around. It hasn't switched
Oh,
off
you're
yet.
still gonna hang around? Okay.
No,
I thought you were saying you're
this
gonna
is
go.
the silly. No, this is the silliness, right? At like 4 o'clock, it does a wee flashy thing. At 1/4 past, it switches off my snake enclosure lights. I've got 6 snakes, and it switches them off. And then in about another 12 minutes, it's going to switch all the lights off, and then I have to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
it's-
excuse myself for a minute or two. I'll be back.
Yeah.
In the morning,
Yeah. In the morning, that's
in the
nothing
morning when it gets
unusual
off
for most of us in the
at
chat.
5.
Most of us. Oh, sorry. Coming over.
No, I think that's just the delay. As a funny thing, NRT, do you like Jim Morrison? Do you like the Doors?
They were okay, I guess, in their day. They're not weren't my favorite. I don't have anything bad to say about them. Anything.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know.
My
Everybody's
lord.
got their different taste in music and stuff, but my
Again,
mom loved them.
again with the whole AI and self-programming, I do like the Doors. They're very calming in the morning and stuff like that, right? On the weekends, I've got bagpipes that wake me up, but during the week when I have to get up for work at 5 to 6, the alarm goes off, and then the lights
Yeah.
gradually over 15 minutes start to get brighter while I listen to the Doors, and they wake me up, and then I
Oh
come
yeah,
down the
whatever it is,
stairs.
yeah.
And as I come down the stairs, all the lights switch on, and I roll my joint, and I get ready for work, and I go out, and I go for work, and then all the lights switch off when you leave. It's very
Yeah.
nice. It's fun to play with these things, but definitely self-controlled. I understand the whole keeping it in-house and
Yeah. Yeah.
I've just been rambling. I do apologize.
Oh,
As
yeah.
I
That's what we all do. We all ramble.
It's 20 past 4, and full disclosure, I've had a bottle of wine. I've about maybe half a glass of wine left out of a bottle of wine, and my wine is illegal in America because it's so very highly caffeinated. So that's probably why I'm talking so much. So full disclosure, and I apologize.
No apologies not necessary here. We're all good.
Do you live anywhere near the Jameson distillery?
I lived, do you know the big wet patch in the middle of Northern Ireland, the loch?
Right?
I lived just maybe about 10 mile in the middle of the loch, right below the middle of the loch. I did grow up on the border and I did grow up during the Troubles. It's a lot nicer now.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Doug.
5.9%, pretty stout beer there, quiet person. Gerfsting in the doors.
I like Quiet Person's couch. It's very similar to my couch that I recently got.
5.9 is pretty strong beer.
I like the music better when you can play it on your streams and not get copyrighted. That's what sucks. I mean,
Oh, NRT, there's a trick to that. There's a trick to be able to do that. If you throw a wee bit of white noise in, if you actually load up two videos, one the song that you want to play, and one with white noise in the background, and have it just there, then the algorithm can't pick it up because of the white noise.
yeah, but there's a lot of times it's not just about algorithms. There's people out there who use that to complain too.
Oh, but them, I don't want to say anything nasty about them, but them people can go fuck themselves. They're dicks.
Yeah.
Some people, Math Pig, in some of the chat communities that I've run across, they make a point of trying to watch other people's streams to find things to complain to YouTube about to try and get them in trouble with YouTube.
Oh, there's psychology and papers out there about that, Dougie. I've read them. It's the exact same things when you drive past a car crash. You just have to look.
Yeah. Well,
human nature is awful.
Well, I'm not talking about human nature. I'm talking about people in chat who will maliciously go after others who have streams, and they'll complain about them to YouTube and try and get them shut down.
Because there is a societal
just out of mean-spiritedness.
Yeah, if you take
That's
a
not
group
human
of
nature.
No, strangely enough, I'll quote science again. If you put like more than 10 people together in a group, they become very, very vindictive. People on their own, self-confronted and talking to them and stuff are grand. But if you put more than 10 people in an audience and go, do you want to put that person in the swimming pool full of sharks, or do you want to put them in the jello? Any more than 10 people, they'll tell you to put it in the sharks because it gives it that freedom, that mentality that everyone's agreeing. And
I understand the herd mentality.
Yeah, herd mentality.
I also understand that life is a struggle every day within ourselves, good versus evil, right? I understand all of that. But I would have to say I have a little more faith in that. If you had 12 people, 15 people, 20 people, they're not going to want to. They're not. I mean, maybe instances, but I think that most people are generally want to be good people. Most.
I have been doing this since 2017, and me and a few people got together. We've done 24-hour streams and raised upwards of £10,000 worth of money to help people get out of abusive houses. We've done the bit. One of our friends wrote a program to hack StreamYards to basically give you the professional head for StreamYards without the exception of holding 10 people. We spent 5-6 years putting our guts and soul into trying not to help people, but to show people that if you can do something to help a person, you should do something to help a person and push that mentality amongst, I don't like to use the word community, the group. And it all fell on deaf ears. And people would take the help. People would say thank you, and you'd get the pat in the back. And we don't do this to help each other to get a pat in the back. I'm not doing this from like a godly point of view to make sure that I get into heaven or anything like that. It's if there's somebody in need, you should, if you can, help that person. And it didn't spread It didn't. There's like it went to like 3 or 4 people, and we put all our hearts and souls in, and that's why I stopped streaming for about a year and a half. You know, it was just
Yeah.
why.
Okay. Well, I would also say this, and to Lori's comment too, that I think people feel protected behind their keyboard, right? So they behave in ways that in the real world they wouldn't behave.
Yep.
Right. I think that goes without saying. I think we all kind of feel that way. I've been tempted to, go after someone. I don't go after anybody. So when I first came into YouTube 4.5 years ago, I didn't quite learn that, there's no point beating your head on a brick wall. Going after someone in YouTube is a futile effort. It's like you never. One thing I learned about YouTube, you're never going to make anybody change your behavior ever, no matter what you say or do. So there's no point. It's futile.
I think everybody here is an older person, and if they've been on the internet since forums, the way it used to be. An analogy I make with people is when it was forums, you would be in a group with people unsafe or toxic because you loved, I don't know, playing Monopoly. So you met up with a load of group of people that played Monopoly, and one person, I'm just using NRT as an example. I would doubt me and him would agree on how good Trump is, but I'll still come and hang out with him because we both like playing Monopoly. And you used to be able to see past people's differences of opinion, see past people's, because they were your friends. And the idea of a friend in my mind is that you love that person because they put up with your bullshit. So you put up with their bullshit. Yeah. But the way it is now,
you can always agree to disagree.
Yeah. Like my idea of my channel is a pub in Ireland on a Friday night. You come in, you get drunk, you play darts, you play some pool. Some idiot over in the corner said Catholic and some said Protestant and somebody said bloody politics or whatever. You hit them over the head with a pool cue, but then you feel bad because they had to go to the hospital. So when they come back next Friday, they don't have to pay for drinks. You buy them all their drinks. You're like, I'm sorry. It's like you put up with your friends because they love you as much as you love them. But with the internet now, and it giving us access to so many people, you can go out and find people who align with you 100%. There is no disagreements. And then you become polarized. And then it becomes a tribe. And it's like, oh, you don't agree with me 100%? Oh, you can leave. Sorry.
So this is all sociology, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I tend to agree with your analogy by and large. Absolutely. Yeah, and the other thing I would point out, something you said that actually made me think of something, right? Nowadays, I've been in YouTube about 4.5 years. I had back surgery in May of 2020. When I was in my chair recuperating from the back surgery for weeks and months, whatever, I found YouTube and found it entertaining. And I came in. I told you when I first came in, I hadn't yet realized that people are intentionally trying to trigger you and get you to respond.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So at first I was naive and I would say, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Well, I gave that up because it's ridiculous. And plus, if people can trigger you, then they own you. Then they can control what you do. If people can make you mad,
yep,
then they own you. Right?
You were literally speaking my language, Doug. This was an exact example.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I created a channel. At first, when I was live streaming, I didn't have my act together as far as putting my foot down and making the rules for everybody. I'm no fighting in the chat, no disparaging other people, don't talk negatively about people, shit like that. If you read my anyway,
yeah, no, I get your incentive. I get
so now I think I do better. People tell me my chat's boring. I say, great, that's good. I'm glad. That's what I want.
It's
boring chat.
If people want to talk about that,
but what you
stuff,
said, sorry, New River.
So
I'm almost done. What you said that made me think was that nowadays, I associate with more people online in a day than I do offline. You know what I mean? I have a handful of people, friends here, maybe 2 handsful that I might see once in a while. I don't see them every day. I have friends in YouTube I see every day. You know what I mean?
On a funny story, I live in Northern
I think New River had something to say.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's all good. You guys are basically saying the same thing, different way, what I would have said.
Yeah, I was just going to give an example. There's a guy who lives up the stairs in what used to be my YouTube studio. I have a house and I live here, and I never met this motherfucker. He is, well, he'll tell you he's 27 and dyslexic, but he's actually 55, right? And he had hard times. He got off the system. He shouted at the government and went, fuck you. And then the government cut him off. And because of that, he had to bounce between addresses. And I offered my house to him. I was like, dude, come over here. If you can get a driver's license, that you can get a boat and come over here. And the first time I met him was the day he moved in here. He's now here 2.5 years. My wee girl calls him Uncle Stu. And I made a joke about a month and a half ago about getting rid of him because I want to have a relationship with a woman and this isn't going to work. My was like, no, you can't get rid of him. I love Uncle Stu. We have our own dance and everything. I was like, well, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you met him on YouTube. You invited him to live with you.
I knew him for about 1.5 years on YouTube, and we had multiple offline conversations, not just for the people just getting to know each other. And there was what I would say clicked was I was camping with my daughter actually in Kilkenny, and my headphones died, and I had to borrow my daughter's Bluetooth headphones to do the wireless stream using the camping Wi-Fi at like 11:30 in the dark in a tent. And when the camera come on, she has pink cat earphones, So we sort of matched. Yeah. I look great in pink cat earphones,
I'm going to use New River as an example because he fits the bill. New River is a person I've only ever spoken to in YouTube. I've never spoken to him offline. I'm sure if I wanted to, he'd give me his email address. There's no need for that. We don't have anything really offline business, if you know what I mean. However, I feel so comfortable. I feel so comfortable with New River that if he was ever in New York, I'd invite him over to stay. Right?
I made the actual effort and saved up and flew out to America to meet the people, to meet a few of the close friends that I'd met online. And I went out at New Year's Eve weekend, sort of week. I went out for 9 days, and I stayed in St. Louis over New Year's Eve weekend, met up with a few people I met. And then on the way back, I stopped in Philadelphia for about 4 hours. Right, I nearly missed my flight back, but I stopped in Philly for 4 hours to meet another friend of mine who runs like a smell lab. He's like a psychologist of smell and stuff, and they were, oh my goodness, some of the things he put under my nose were absolutely stinking. But yeah, stopped there for 4 hours, met him, and then flew back home again. I've had the opportunity to two friends.
I've met several people in real life who I met first in YouTube.
Good.
Several, like about 20.
Good.
About 20, yeah.
Individually, or was it?
I've met them. I've gone and met them, shook their hands, sat down, had lunch, whatever.
Yeah, but what I mean is not
what you just said about me a bit ago. That means a lot, brother. Thank you.
Of course, New River. Yeah, absolutely. No, I've known New River for like 4 years now.
It's New River, right? No, I was saying.
Yeah, NRT, New River Troll. That's his name.
New River Wizard and Troll. I can't get into my device to subscribe you on my channel, but if you got content, or even if you don't, I'd subscribe yours. I put out a little bit of content. I'm not trying to self-promote or anything.
Are you talking about me?
Like hiking in forest and stuff like that. I used to do a lot of that. I've been
To
about
be
4 years away.
now, to be fair, NRT, my Instagram is all about my ball pythons and the breeding program sort of thing I've
Oh, you
got
got
going.
ball pythons? I collect snakes. I got a whole collection of venomous rattlesnakes. Well, not a big, huge one, but I got about we got about 20 snakes or so, and about 10 or
I
10
have
10 big
I
lizards
have
and
I
tortoises
have
and stuff.
I have 6 ball pythons with 3 different routes of breeding a pure white snake. One with blue eyes, one with black, and one with pink.
Yeah, you got two. You got both strains of the leucidics, the blue eyes and the black eyes, right?
Oh yeah, and I've got a banana pastel. I've got pinstripe. I've got clown. I've got VPI exanthic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One more
funny story.
venomous
Just as you mentioned, venomous snakes. We were looking at me and my wee girl think that what do you call it? There's the eyebrow viper, the yellow one, and then there's the
eyelash viper.
yeah, and
It's called Bothricthrix flagelli, and they're
then
from South Central
do you know
America.
the blue one? Do you know the blue lycisus? There's the there's the blue viper, right? It's like a turquoisey blue, whatever. And me and my daughter were looking at them one night, right?
Yeah.
And her mum come over now. Me and her mum, as I say, we 50-50 custody, you know. And I was looking at it, my wee girl's looking at it, and we're big into snakes, and we were looking at hognose and this, that, and the other. And I was like, oh, what about these? And I really want me a green tree python and stuff. And her mother looked over, and her mother was like, you know, when you fill out the forms to get the license for the venomous snakes, I'm going to fill out the forms for full custody. And I was like, right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that down.
Out here, we've got 14 different species of our venomous rattlesnakes. 4 that are legally protected, but all I got to do is have a hunting license, and I can go out and catch them myself, and keep up to 4 per species that you're legally allowed. We have 4 that are protected. So
I don't know if
I've got
anyone here has ever met Jill. He goes by the YouTube channel Rebuke and Refuse or something like that. He is basically Jesse Lee Peterson, but more ignorant. And I want
like Jesse Lee. Come on, I like the brother Jesse Lee.
Oh, that's right. But this is the thing, man. You know what a bull snake is, and you know what a bull snake acts like, right? Well, I want to get him. Yeah, the bull snake and name it after this guy. I've known this guy since 2017. He is like my own little personal troll, and I want to get a bull snake and name it after him.
You mean like an American bull snake? What we have?
Oh yeah, the ones that hiss and shump and all snazzy.
Yeah,
and then you give them a hug. You just need to give them. Yeah, they just need to give them.
Galpal, wait a minute. Galpal had a snake in her house.
Yeah, I'll show you one. I got 3 of them.
Galpal.
Yes.
Tell us about the 6-foot snake that you found living in your house.
Oh, the black snake.
King snake, black king snake, yeah.
Yeah, he was climbing. I discovered him climbing up the rail of my front porch. And I was like, wait a minute.
That's a big female. I know, she's okay. There's a big female one here.
Right there.
Yeah, he was.
Let me give you the screen, the river. Hold on.
Is she okay with you doing that? Is she used to that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, wait, I've got 2 others like this. This one even lays eggs for us, and we incubate the eggs and just give the babies away for free.
It's my bull snake.
He's George's bull snake next to me. But it's in the pattern color on it.
Yeah, the patterns on them are really nice, but it's more their personality, you know?
Yeah.
She's pretty cool.
You want to see some really nice looking ones? Mexico and Central America got some real tropical colored ones. They're called Pidgeopus jani.
Right. Do you know what happened, right? As of 3 weeks ago, I can now not import any reptiles or any snakes or even insects from the UK, from the mainland over to here because of Brexit. Now we can send from here to there, but like I have lost 80% of my market and stuff. I actually work in a factory where the boys go back and forth between England, dropping off machinery and stuff. And I was talking to one of the drivers, and I was like, dude, if I get my mate to just like meet you in the port when you're leaving with the lorry, will you just like put a snake in a bag and like leave it under your seat? And like I'll meet you at the port on the other side. It is you're talking £300 sterling to move a snake.
300 pounds.
You're talking £300 sterling, which is maybe about $400.
It's at least $400. It's probably closer to 420.
To
Right,
move
yeah.
to move a snake now in the same country as in from state to state, sort of to be a correlation, less than 60 miles, 70 miles. Right?
Caught up underneath the couch,
And
JR.
like, the snake itself is only costing you £80. You're talking.
Yeah.
It's
So,
insane.
Gal Pal, you found the snake crawling along the railing on your porch. Didn't you discover that it was going up the wall and into a hole and into the house?
Yeah, he came. I was sitting out on the front porch, and he came, and he started twirling around the spindles. Then he got up the corner post, and he started up the corner post and got in the gutter. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Why would he even do that? So I watched him. He got up on the roof, and my house is really old, so it's still got wood soffit,
Yeah, wood soffits.
And there was a hole in it. He got up and went up along and went down and went in there. I was like, what the hell?
Probably his hiding space. That sounds like some type of a rat snake.
It was a black snake. It was a
Sorry.
black snake. He was like 6 feet long. So I watched for him. It was his routine. He'd come down every day and come out in the yard and shit. So I captured him and dragged him up the road. A few days later, I was mowing, and there he was coming through the lawn.
Yeah.
You took him up the road and left him at the neighbor's house, Gal Pal?
I just dragged him up to the cul-de-sac where the woods were.
Yeah.
He was like 6 feet long. I had to fight him the whole way. He was wrapped around the pole I had and trying to get off. I had to keep like... He came back. He was in the lawn when I was mowing like 2 days later.
Quiet person. You ever encounter snakes?
NRT. I don't know.
So
Could
I
you
actually,
make me full screen for a second, Dougie, just to say that. The
1
lights.
minute, please, quiet person.
She is. This is Freya. She is a banana pastel pinstripe het albino ball python.
Yeah.
She is about.
That's pretty neat.
She's 18 months old. With the pastel, I have a banana, but with the pastel, the banana, and then with the pinstripe, getting rid of most of the pattern, she literally looks like a banana. If you did that, she's a banana.
Yeah, he looks like a banana.
She is.
Absolutely does. Oh,
That's
you lost
pretty cool.
quiet person. I want to hear a quiet person story too.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. That's great. Thank you for showing us that. Let's see it again.
Let me see if I can get better.
How long a snake is that? 3 foot?
She's about 2.5 or so.
2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Does look like a banana.
So not a meter long.
No. And like she can curl up into your hand, That's the thing about ball pythons. You could have a 3 foot long snake that would sit in a big person's hand. You wouldn't even know, I had one funny story. Had one of them escape out of our enclosure and lost them for 3 months. Wandered around the house.
In the house.
I've had that happen a couple times, but I've been lucky, never with any of my venomous snakes. But I've
That's
had that
lucky.
happen with some eyeborn.
Now, what about quiet person? Do you ever encounter snakes? I see snakes here. We have snakes. I don't mess with the snakes. I leave them alone.
yeah, there was a snake in my garage about 3-4 years ago.
In your garage.
Yes. So my husband actually grabbed it took out in the middle of an actual city street. Took a garden hoe, chopped it.
You hatcheted it.
What?
You said a hatchet.
No, it was a garden hoe.
Oh, grub hoe. Okay.
But I do have a funny story about some critters. My dad used to work in Oskaloosa, Iowa. And the way we took the route to go up to Oskaloosa was through Ottumwa, Iowa, which is the hometown of Tom Arnold. He used to be married to Roseanne Arnold, or Barr. So my mom was actually looking to buy a horse. And this particular person was in the middle of nowhere. He had one eye pretty much gone. And in the front yard was ball python, raccoons, different kind of snakes. And this, we were looking at the horse, and his son came out with this black python wrapped around his arms. Oh, he's nice. You can pet him. They had, as I said, raccoons in cages in the garage. This guy couldn't even shut down his own computer.
Yeah, raccoons. Keep them in
What?
cages. Oh, nothing. I said I don't know if I'd keep raccoons in cages.
No, he had them like in live traps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're looking at this horse, and his son is coming out with a white ball python, wrapped around his shoulders, everything. And it's like, oh yeah, I sold land to Roseanne Barr. This is either Ottumwa, Iowa, or Eldon, Iowa. Oh, my mom just thought he was crazy. So we didn't buy any horses from them or anything. So about 6 months later, she gets a copy of People magazine about these regular, normal people like us selling property to these millionaires, and the guy was one of them. One eye, yeah. From about 1996.
Yowza.
I don't know if any of you guys seen the Red Green Show. Usually on PBS. Mostly
on
Canadian.
PBS. Okay.
Back in the day. What was it called? The Red Green Show. It was pretty funny. I used to watch that a long time ago, though.
Yeah, me too.
The Red Green Show, yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy actually looked like a one-eye version of Red Green.
Everybody sub up to Too Tall?
Too Tall Rob's in the chat with us. He's got a YouTube channel. Let's all support Too Tall Rob, shall we? He's in the chat with us.
He showed up. I thought it was funny she mentioned raccoons. He showed up.
Yep.
Too Tall Rob. I used to have a couple raccoons that hang out with me.
We got some up around here, but they're down by the creek. They don't come up. It's usually up around here.
Raccoons aren't much liked in my neck of the woods because they're pests more than anything. But there's plenty of raccoons around here.
I get them out here.
I get a lot around here.
See you, Too Tall.
Big pest we got here are free-ranging cows and a herd of donkeys. Yeah. And these things that are similar related to pigs called javelinas. We got 3 pests.
Pest,
Just
yeah.
over my back patio wall the other night, 2 or 3 nights ago, there was about 6 big donkeys in the yard. And they're big ones. And one of them got mad at this other one and grabbed it right, midway between its shoulders and its head, got right on the mane, and I mean clamped down and bit this other donkey. And I seen its front hooves come off the ground as he's yanking in another direction. I was like, damn, it's too bad I didn't have my video on that. That would have been pretty cool to catch on a video.
Let me say hello to Emertha in the chat. Emertha Aliens, thank you for coming. Too Tall, thank you for coming.
Hello, Too Tall. Mercer
Someone
Aliens.
else came in. Maybe not.
I wouldn't doubt it. There's cats and donkeys hanging around the pheasant and chicken cages right now. Yeah, I heard that. You heard him? Yep. Sounds good. Sure enough.
Lobster Newberg and Medal of Honor.
See something for a minute here, JR. I can't remember the name.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I was going to say to Matt Big, I got a nephew who raises and breeds all those various morphs on them ball pythons. He's got some of them Lucy's just recently hatched out a whole bunch of clutches. And, well, that was about 2 months ago when they hatched all the egg clutches. But Dallas has probably got 30 or 40 ball pythons, all different various ones. It's my nephew.
Yeah.
You're telling me your nephew keeps 40 snakes?
Yeah, he's got like what Math Pig was talking about, that same species, the ball pythons. He's got they come in all different flavors and colors and stuff now, different color morphs and variants. When he was talking about this one, he was talking about all the different genetics that are in that snake to produce that snake to look like that. I like the natural varieties just as good myself. I like the ones where they put yellow into the other pattern a little better, but I like to put natural morphs probably better.
To be fair, NRT, my favorite out of all I have is my normal female called Deirdre. Very boring name, very boring pattern, but I think she used to be a dog in a different life. She will let you scratch her head, scratch her belly. She is just no, she's sleeping. I have no more snakes. I've put them all to bed. But she
Put them all to bed. Okay.
She is so she is unreal, and she's actually het VPI Xanthic and 66% het albino, and I'm pretty sure it's 100% albino because you got them visual traits. Her what should be like a clear belly is speckled like a hog nose. Me and my daughter said that she's got a toffee belly.
Yeah,
it's like Gigi's lovely. She got a toffee belly. But anyway, I wanted to just interrupt and make it all about me. It's very late here. It just turned 5 o'clock, and I'm going to make sausages.
Okay.
And Dougie, thank you very much for putting up with me.
Oh, of course, you're always welcome, Matt Pig.
If
Like I said, it's been like 2 years since you came up on my panel, right?
No, it's less than that. It's about 9 months.
9 months? Okay, 9 months. I'll give you that.
I'll look you up after the live, Matt Big, and if you got some content or I can find you, I'll end up subbing your channel. But if you got any videos, I'll leave a comment.
Basically, what I do is exactly what Dougie Doug does not allow. I talk religion and politics, debates, philosophy. My big thing is bringing people on from out of nowhere and chatting with them. And yeah, I used to run a show with a friend of mine who believes that this is the 23rd Earth, and God is a group of aliens that used to be Jesuses on other planets.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we did a stream every Thursday for 3 years where they would read scripture and I would drink wine and tell them why they're wrong. We were basically like a religious full time. It was very funny. I was Tim Allen. He was the guy with the beard. I'm very open.
Okay, I got a question
I'm
for you. Maybe
agnostic.
here's a place you might go. You ever heard of some English guys named Starship Troopers?
The
You
movie?
familiar with those guys?
The movie.
It's Cookie and who else is the other guy there who runs that one there? It's called Starship Troopers. Check them out. They're pretty open and all. Sound like you, open and all over the place, talking about world events and some good
I
shit
like to
right up
reach
there.
out to the specialists, man. I like to reach out to the people, and you would be very surprised that the amount of people who work in certain fields, if they have a YouTube channel, they're open. My the three most proudest videos is one I made about the Easter riots over here to try and explain to outside of Northern Ireland to American people what was going on over here. We had 15 and 16-year-olds doing petrol bombs. It was insane. My second most favorite is where I got a paleontologist on who specializes in human evolution, and me and her bantered for about 2 hours, which was fantastic. And then I actually got to talk to a guy who worked on the Dead Sea Scrolls translation. He physically puts his
That's
hands
interesting.
on the Dead Sea Scrolls. So I be all over the place, but I try to be as best as I can up the middle. I am agnostic. I'm open about that, but
So,
I'm gonna
Matt
catch up
Pig,
to you on
I
the
think
other
New River Patrol wants to sub to your channel, right?
What's that?
Is that right? You can post your if you just post your link in the chat or something, Matt
if you
Pig.
Yeah,
just
I'm not
if you
able
just
to
if you
because
just
I
go
can't
to
do it while I'm on. I'm not
I've
able
done all
to
the
do it.
I've done the
Otherwise,
SEO things and all that.
Okay.
If you just go to
unless I'm
Google, or
talking,
sorry,
maybe you have to dialogue
Okay.
with somebody later if you want, but
yeah, just go to YouTube and type in Math Pig. As you see it here. If you type it in exactly as my name is spelt on the screen, you will find me.
yeah, I'll just
Okay.
drop you a comment, a quick hi. Hey, there's this New River. Met you at Doug's the other night, and and you'll get it.
Oh, the one I did the other night, man, I died for like the first 15 minutes because I'd went up the stairs with my wee girl and I was supposed to go live 10 p.m. and I went up the stairs with my wee girl and she wanted cuddles and I fell asleep in the flipping bed beside her. And then I woke up like 40 minutes after my stream was supposed to start and there was nobody there and I went live out of panic. And like for 20 minutes, I was like, someone come talk to me, please. I'm all alone.
Yeah, I am sub to you and I have your bell rung, Matt Pig. So let me look at the other night's live.
Oh, it was
2 days
awful at the start, man. It was awful.
days
I
ago?
was
3
I hope
hours
you
and
left it
33
up, right?
minutes. There
Pardon?
you are. You've got Stephanie up there with you,
yeah.
and then
When
you've
did
got
Stephanie jump
Green
in?
Soul goes up.
Yeah,
Yep.
but they didn't come in for like the first 15 minutes. I was crying for help. I can talk the leg of a stool if a stool comes in.
Geotam is somebody. Cerberus Hex, I see.
Cerberus Hex, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm actually looking in the chat for people I recognize. I probably don't know anybody, right?
Well, I've no idea, man. You might. There's lots of people. I try to be I try to be YouTube God and be everywhere and interact with as many people as
I see
possible.
Doug all over the place.
Pardon?
Yeah, there's one
know it,
name
but I
that's
see
familiar,
Doug
but I
all
don't know
over
if it's the same. So there's got to be a lot of people named Sandy, Sandy, in YouTube, right?
Sandy is, I do believe, a 65-year-old woman who owns her house that is falling down. She bought in the old age and is angry against the world. Would that be the same Sandy you know?
No, that sounds like a different Sandy. Yeah.
That sounds like my
Okay.
grandmother. Oh, God rest her.
Well,
My mother comes in sometimes, so you can ask her.
I'll try and keep my eyes peeled and my ears open and come to your next stream. I do have the bell wrong, but let me say this: I know that I don't get all the notices that I'm supposed to.
The algorithm over this last month and a half has messed itself up. Your best bet is to unsubscribe, wait a day, and then resubscribe again, and then you will get the alerts again because it's new. I've noticed that if you leave a channel within 10 days, 14 days, and don't look, they will prompt you alerts. But if you don't go and take advantage of them alerts within 2 weeks, the algorithm will just stop giving
drop you out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since I searched your channel now, it's going to be in there for me, right?
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, because it's popped up and this, that, and the other. But all going well. But anyway, it is now just turned 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. 5 o'clock. I'm going to be going to.
What time is it there, Dougie?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock
in the morning.
Yeah, 1 a.m.
Okay, so at 11 p.m. on Saturday, I'll be going live. You will be then 4 hours behind me.
Yep.
So that
Saturday. When do you change your clock? Saturday night?
we changed it at Saturday 1 a.m. So it'll not kick in till 1 a.m. my time. We'll still have the 4 hours difference.
Yeah. Okay. Then it'll be 5. Okay. So
yeah, by the time the stream
11 a.m. is going to be 7 in the morning my time on Saturday.
No, 11 p.m.
Oh, 11 p.m. 7 at night on Saturday. Okay.
Can you do that?
I'm going to try and do it.
I would probably be there for a half hour before. The link will be in the chat. NRT, I'd love if you come over, man. A lot of my friends will just freak out over you because you've got that flag behind you. You will trigger so many people. I will have so much fun. It'll be so hilarious.
Intelligently, and have a conversation. I'm down. Just
Oh no! To be fair, man. To be fair, I've got Trump fans. My best friend at work. My best friend at work is a Trump fan. It doesn't bother me, but I know people.
Jimbo Thunderhawk. He screams. He's got the same flags back in there. I'm not. This is just where we put it. This is my man cave room, retreat from the house.
Yeah, it's good.
From the rest of the house where all the women are, and me and George can come out and hang out here. And this is just how we decked it out. So.
Oh yeah, I really don't mind. I just know that some people that come into my chats are absolute snowflakes, and it'll be so funny.
Well, I've got some funny things I could say back to them too. As long as we're being funny, I don't want to go in there and stir up a bunch of shit. Go rattle a hornet's nest or anything.
I really
bring
beer. Bring beer.
Let me just say this: I don't allow people's political points of view to define whether or not I'm going to be friends with them.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
I don't.
The only time I'll be desperately honest, the only time recently that I have fallen out with a best friend, a good friend of mine, is because a particular person, a female person, got assaulted in England, and their response was, "It's not surprising. What they were wearing was inappropriate for a swimming pool." I didn't speak to that person for about 4 days.
So that's pathetic.
But
what a person wears should not in any way, in no way gives anyone license to assault them.
Yep. Really annoyed me. Anyway,
You're gonna go. Listen, I'm gonna go to. When I'm done this cigarette, I'm gonna be saying goodbye to the people in the chat. So.
Yeah. What a way for me to end that. Really made a great first impression. But anyway, sub to me. I'm wonderful. Yay.
Yeah, let's all sub to Math Pig if you're not subbed up. I am subbed and the bell is rung, but I don't know if I get notices because I saw you do a lot of live streams. I have not seen a notice go by.
I haven't.
If I did, I would notice it. So
I haven't done a live stream regularly for about a year and a half because I brought a YouTuber into my living room, so I didn't need to interact with one because there was one here. But I've been coming back and doing a wee bit over this last few months, and yeah, Saturday in UK is what I've landed on as a time that suits me. So
thank you, Dutchman.
Come by, say hello.
Let me say, Dutchman is he is a managing mod on my channel, and I very much appreciate everything he does for me. Absolutely.
Right on, Dutchman, fellow Arizonan.
He's another one. If I ever get to Arizona, I'm going to go visit Dutchman for sure. Dutchman.
Hell, if you get to
Wait,
come to
I have,
Arizona,
I have something to tell Dutchman. Dutchman, I heard from Pastor today. He said he's home. I think he's probably been in the hospital for the last 2 months or somewhere. He hasn't been home because he let me know today that he got home. So hopefully Pastor's okay and we'll be seeing him in YouTube again.
Yeah.
Oh, quiet person. You talking to me? My name's Doug, sir.
It's funny. Can I say this, right? The quiet person has the worst background noise out of us all, and it's funny. Is that just me with the crackling, or is it like when calling a big person tiny?
What's that? Quiet person's couch?
Quiet person when they talk, their microphone isn't great. I have.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Is that a joke? Like when you call a big person tiny?
I got it.
You can hear me?
I can.
We can hear you, but it gets fuzzy when you talk. I don't know why. He's right. The microphone isn't working clearly, but we can hear. But we can hear what you say.
I can understand you. Yeah, it just sounds like you're in a helicopter in the movie Predator with Arnie Schwarzenegger.
Okay, so my microphone wasn't working for the longest time, but now I think it's because I'm female and I'm having, I guess, hot flashes. So I have a fan blowing back and forth.
Oh, maybe what we hear is the fan in the background.
Right.
Yeah,
I have this.
it's oscillating, so it's going back and forth.
And of course, we only hear it when you have the microphone on.
Yeah, because
when
she's
you're
probably
talking
got a
to the mic.
noise. She's probably got a noise gate on that only picks up.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
I
well,
got it.
as I said, my last laptop, the headphone jack was cracked, so you guys couldn't hear me.
I just thought it was funny. I'm sorry for making it all particular and technical. I just thought it was funny. Your name was Quiet Person, but when you
And her name is Quiet Person.
Get in the chopper! Get
yeah,
in
I'm
the
in
chopper!
What are you doing here?
Thank you for getting the joke and not feeling offended. I appreciate that.
Oh, no, I don't get offended much.
Get in the chopper.
But I got Dollar General oscillating fan.
As I say, Quiet Person, I've only started streaming again, and it's taken me 3 weeks of streams. Like, obviously, not 3 weeks of everyday streaming, but to get my audio perfect. And what I've had to do at the very to get it just right is to actually staple carpet to the wall to the left of my mic and put a freaking camo bandana my biological father brought back from Afghanistan
Whoa.
behind the mic.
Did you say camel bandana?
Yes.
Camouflage. I got a bunch of those myself. Not from there, but that's
Well,
my favorite
yeah,
color.
I've put it behind the
I'm
mic.
trying to think how a camel wears a bandana.
It's a camo bandana he brought me home from Afghanistan. It's like that sort of pattern. To be fair, my name being Math Bug. You're gonna make me show it off now. I have a collection of.
Yes. I want you to show the camel bandana.
It's very dark, but I've had to do that with the mic.
Give me a minute. We can keep talking. We can all keep talking. Just give me a minute.
I put the
Dutchman,
mic-
Gurf, Patrick, Lori.
It's like a wee snuggle.
Anybody who's still here, we can keep talking. Just give me a minute. Anybody who's still here, thank you all for coming. We'll see you another time. I'll have my porch stream up shortly. Okay.
Yep. You don't have
Helicopter
to
delivery,
keep
the
quiet,
gummies. Okay, see y'all later.
You can keep talking.
Yeah, we can.